Got a big show coming. If you're here with me, you can see the poster there. The live match watch along. I tell you what, it's going to be a big, big day today. It's going to be a big, big day. Hopefully we get the result. And I tell you what, on your screens right now, you're looking at the lineups. I'm going to take that away from you just a second. It should be that we're looking at... There we go. That's what we're looking at. So, welcome in, guys. Everything's going. I'll be with you in 2 seconds, just making sure all is well and everything is online as it is. We've got to tell you, big game coming up. But I don't need to tell you that. You know it's a massive game. I hope you got to the pre-game. I'm going to say hello to you right now. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing, guys? How you doing? Di, how you doing, fella? Are you nervous? Are you worried? Hey, 9 games to go, fella. We're living the dream. And if it's nervous situations for all of us, I'd sooner have that than sitting where we were 5, 10, and 15 years ago. And I know you do too. But Di Humphries says, big game tonight. Come on, you Reds. I tell you, come on, you Reds. Bloody right. Let's have a look at the lineup for you, hey? Let's bring up the lineups. That's what you want to see. Let's get up the lineups. There you go. There you go. Let's start with Watford first. They are the home team. I've got it ass backwards, but hey, maybe I'm just a little biased. Maybe I'm just a little Wrexham. Maybe I'm just a little red. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So looking at... Let's take a look at Watford. Selvik in net. He's going to be very busy. That's Egil Selvik from Norway, Norwegian. So Evie Selvik, the goalkeeper, number 1, numero uno, is going to be very busy. Defensive now, 25, Abakwa. Number 6, Pollock. Number 3, Goglehidze. Number 16, Bola. Number 17, Ikwa. Number 10, Lauza. This is midfield. Number 39, Kayembe. Number 66, Irankunda. You can remember Irankunda from the 2-2 tie last time out at the Keiras. I'm sure you can. And Shakavatse. And then Kerumgard. Kerumgard was very busy last time in the match. And then on the bench, you've got Baxter goalkeeper, Caben, Ince, Bove, Dumbia, Membi, F. Membi, Nabibza, and Eames. And then looking now at the starting lineup, one change really, and for anybody worried about Wrexham, and I'm going to come back on screen in a second, but for anybody worrying about injuries and what we've got, let me put your mind at rest. Let me put your mind really at rest. I'm going to come back on screen because I want to see you as much as you want to see me. I want to see you. So looking at the lineups, and I'm going to have to move something here. Just a second, guys. There's a camera not in the right place. Just 1 second. And there's something I've got to do. Wait there. For today, the World Cup is going. And for now, in its place, we've got a shamrock. There's a shamrock in the corner. So for everybody Irish, there's your shamrock. There we go. Camera's in the right place. Everything's in the right place. R.R. Reynolds, with you, Di. Another tough match. Good luck, Dragons. Absolutely, R.R. Reynolds. Big time, big time. D. Scott, almost forgot about this. You're right about this match, Di. It's a big one. Hopefully a win here sets the pattern for the remaining ties. Now, I'll tell you what, I'm going to stick with the Wrexham lineup first of all. Okonkwo in net, Maxi Cleworth, been fantastic all season. Maxi has been phenomenal all season. I'm not wearing the Patagonia shirt because I don't have a Patagonia shirt. I've got my yellow shirt right there, but I thought, you know, I'm going to have to stick to the blue today because wearing yellow at Watford, I'm not going to give him any luck. I'm not going to bring it on. I'm superstitious, you know I am. So I'm wearing the blue. And I love that red badge. I love that red badge. I mean, we're red, right? And I can't remember a red badge like this over the years. Di? Phil? Scott? RR? Let me know if you do. But a red badge. Now, Maxi Cleworth in goal. Sorry. Arthur Okonkwo in goal. What am I talking about? Maxi Cleworth left. Hyam in the middle, as he was. And Dominic's been called up to the Scottish national team. That's brilliant. Well done, Dominic. He's been phenomenal all season. Doyley on the right side. Safe as houses, safe as houses, safe as houses. And he's also got that assist pattern going right now. Let's hope there's an assist onto the toe of Sammy Smith today. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Doyley, and that's the defensive lineup. In midfield, same as. The only difference is Viner, but we've got Longman, Viner, O'Brien, and Thomas. And Viner's done pretty well so far. He's settling in. He's not really standing out, but a central defensive midfielder doesn't normally stand out unless you're literally hacking people down and you're in the business. But I think he's been pretty decent so far. I'm looking for a big turnout today from him, and obviously start to cement himself as a Wrexham player. Right now, he's still new on the scene, yeah? But we need him to be big on the scene. Love your PJ, Steve. Nice one, nice one. Hey, you know what they are? It's, well, I'll show you. I've got basketballs. Hold on, put your leg up. I've got basketballs, footballs, tennis balls, and baseballs. So it's all sports. It's all balls. And I tell you what, Ara, I'll tell you what, you like my PJs. I've got a box coming pretty soon of World Cup balls. You're going to love that. And the studio is going to change completely at the end of Wrexham season. This season is going to go from here, there. Yeah, it's going to go on the big wall. And we're going to have shelvings put in and all lighting and all sorts of stuff for the World Cup. And that will be the season we move through next season for the next season with Wrexham. So, carrying on with the lineup. Up top, Ollie Rathbone, Nathan Broadhead, and Sammy Smith. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. And Nathan, keep the form going, son. He was phenomenal last match. Last match, he was brilliant. Really was brilliant. But yes, cheers, Rob. Cheers, R.R. Reynolds. Rob says, howdy, Steve. Missed the Swansea game, but was able to catch the Wrexham ladies win against Saints 4-1. Yes, live on YouTube. I saw that. Let's go Reds from Eugene, Oregon. Absolutely. Come on in, the O's. And Rob, Ortson Stadium, the O's. I'm pretty sure that's where you pretty well go for matches on some time, don't you? Go O's. Stevie says, hello, Steve. How you doing? Steve DM, 4 year. Another big game, Stevie. Fancy us against anyone in this league? To be honest, though, something I didn't think in a million years I would be saying start of the season, come on you Reds. Absolutely. Absolutely, Steve. I think all of us are really humble and we're very grateful for where we are. But I think most of us were saying mid-table was pretty much a great finish for our first season back in, yeah? Hey, let's keep that bloody going. Let's keep that going. I want to show you something real quick, guys. Welsh Steve, how you doing, Welsh Steve? Welsh Steve, how do you, boo? Yes, bring home a win today. Absolutely, absolutely. I want to show you guys something I put together. I think you're going to like this. This is going to show you something that you probably haven't seen before, but side by side, let me find this for you. Playoffs, side by side. This is one to show you. Feast your eyes on this for a couple of minutes. Feast your eyes on that, guys. That is the 4 teams that I'm telling you right now are battling it for the 5th and 6th spot in the playoffs. Wrexham, Hull, Southampton, Derby County. Take a look at the games, and there's a big game coming up that I've been talking about. That Southampton game coming up at the Kairas. It's coming up in 4 games for us. It's coming up in 3 games for Southampton. Massive game. But there's the lineups of games coming through from now to the end of the season. Take a look at that. I tell you what, feast your eyes on that for a couple of minutes. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I'm watching the guys walk out on the field right now. Absolutely. Arthur's bringing the boys out. Dominic's bringing the boys out, I should say. We're looking lovely in our white, the Patagonia outfit. Absolutely. But in them games that you're looking at right now, I tell you now, seriously, it's going to be an interesting finish to this season. It really is. Watford, Sheffield United, West Brom, then Southampton, Birmingham, Stoke, Oxford, Coventry, and then Middlesbrough. I tell you, we got a tough finish, but each one of those clubs has a tough finish. Not just us. Not just us. On the match tonight, I threw the dices. I'm going to come back on screen in a second. Excuse me, guys. Well, that's the playoffs side by side. I'll show you that again somewhere towards half-time or during the half-time so that you can see it again. But, got to say, no one's got an easy finish this season. It's not going to be easy for anybody. Not at all. Not for a second. What are your scores today, guys? I'll tell you what, I threw the dice myself. The dice. The craps. Nothing for Watford. Nothing for Watford. Craps. Wrexham. 1-0. Wrexham 1-0 on the crap dice. I threw the dice earlier. And it gave the same result. A 1-0 crap dice result. So, the crap dice say 1-0 Wrexham. I'm saying it looks like it could be a possible 1-1. I'm hoping for the 1-0. Chris Cavlin, Lady Luck. Yes, brother. Lady Luck. We need some of that Lady Luck. All around the world. Get that luck around the world. But yes, today, it's got to happen. It's got to happen. We've got a lot of things to tell you. Your referee today, Adam Herzig, and he refereed Wrexham's EFL Cup game earlier in the season against Blackburn. And Adam Herzig, 79 yellow cards, 2 reds. So he does drop a red. D. Scott, Derby has too many matches to gain enough points for playoffs. Absolutely. And if you're looking at that graph that I gave you, which will come up again at half-time, and throughout the first half, if you ask for it, I'll put it up there. But I feel Derby really has too many big end games to make it. And we've got 9 games. They've got 8. That'll make a big difference. That will make a massive difference. And any Canadian fans out there, I've put a indent for an interview with Liam Miller at Hull City. I've had an answer back. They refused to do it first of all, so I've gone back at them again to try and get that done. An interview with Liam Miller for Canada. If they don't do it, then we'll make them famous. Game coming on. Minutes to go. Game coming on. Minutes to go. But yeah, Steve, I've got to agree with you. Going back in time, we can take on anybody in this season. Game is going live. Let's have a big game today. Let's keep it all here. Not a big crowd. I tell you what, very little crowd for that part of the world. Maybe it'll fill up as we go through the match, but the game is live. Let's hope for a great performance today. Watford on the edge of Wrexham's box, starting it off, as you can see, funneling down the left side. Cross comes in. It's a beautiful cross. Well collected by Arthur. Well collected, Arthur. Lovely collection. That's a nice way to start the game for Arthur. Smudges fighting. Should be a free kick to Smith. Absolutely. 2 good signs. Arthur gets a collection, looking good. And Smithy wins a free kick. Bloody lovely. And yes, Welsh Steve, let's bring home the win today. I agree with you though, Scotty. Derby has too many tough matches. They do. They do. We've all got tough matches. Anybody can beat anybody on the day. But just saying. But looking at that crowd, that really looks kind of empty, don't you think, for a big match? Free kick coming in on the penalty spot. Beautiful. Won by Wrexham on the far side. Looks like it's going to be cleared by Watford as is. Mendy clearing it long, going halfway up the field. And Watford now chasing down the right side, as you can see. Cuts inside, looking for the far side to the left, looking for the far side to the left, coming to the left. Smoothly passaging from right to left. Tea time as we get there. Wherever you are around the world, every time you make a comment, guys, you've got to tell me where you're from so I can love you and love your town. One big family all around the red planet. We're connected by the dots, the little dots on the planet. 1 minute in. Nothing to report so far. Field looks great. Tic-tac-toe. Watford look like they're up for it. And looking in the pre-warm up, they looked very focused on a few sprintings. Passing and move sprintings. Let's see if it happens. Again, Wrexham sitting back nice and calm in the slot, waiting to counter. Di Humphries in Southend at the moment. Oh, nice. Coming back from Lanzarote. I bet the weather's better in Lanzarote. Just saying. But good to hear from you, Di. Well done, man. Ollie Rathbone winning the ball. Scoots it to the left side. Smith doesn't get the touch, doesn't get the bounce. Unluckily, Pollock getting there first. Again, Watford moving the ball well. Upfield, up to halfway. But again, Wrexham standing strong. Ball's going to go down to the left side here. Should go quicker, needed to go quicker Takes a sweet-ass time to get that ball down the left side, much to our delight. But again, Watford buzzing around the box, left side of the box. Welcome everybody, wherever you are in the world. 0-0 at the moment. 3 minutes into a very, very important match for Wrexham today. Chris Cavlin, what a pass by Ollie. Yeah, that was. Unfortunately, Smithy doesn't get it and doesn't get the take, but great pass though, absolutely. Absolutely. Ball going straight out of play, goes through play. It does go out of play. And again, I'm very, very surprised how little this crowd is. There's Ed Still, the manager from Watford. Not much experience. Very inexperienced coach. It's amazed me. He was at Anderlecht prior to this and a few little clubs prior to. But it amazes me that as an interim assistant coach at Anderlecht, he gets this job. It's just very surprising. I don't know why they would hire such a junior coach. But hey, 2-2-2 so far. 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. Coming down the left side. Cross comes in. In it goes. And I tell you what, big chance for Watford. Massive chance for Watford. Holy moly. That should have been in the far corner. Take another look at this. Beautiful cross. Not power. Just nicely flicked in. The header was great. Arthur was beat. 1-0 down. That's 1-0 down after 4. I tell you what. Not too far away. Just going to dig this cushion out. There we go. 4 minutes in. We've been warned. Let's get working. Let's get them legs pumping. It's early days yet. Smithy heads it on. And a physical defensive line from repelling it. That's Watford repelling it physically. First time they get. Maxi Kluth in there diving in. Still diving in. Still chasing. Come on, Max. Chase, chase, chase. Get on that ball. Don't watch him. Get the ball. But again, Watford coming out of defence. Tic-tac-toeing up to halfway. It's all very fast-paced. A hot potato is getting thrown around. Coming down the right side, goes down the right side. Cross comes in. All the way to the line. Well shielded by George Thomason. Well shielded by George Thomason. That's a throw-in. Wrexham. Brilliant play. Brilliant play, George. Stop your whining. Get away. Stop your whining. Jeez, man. Irankunda. What are you crying for? You lost the ball. It's a second thing. You'll have a chance to get it back. Don't worry. There's Phil, our man. Phil and Stevie in the corner. Would be a really big day for Phil to get another big win today. So important. 3 road games. 3 away days. Back to back. Oh, what a brilliant free kick. Brilliant free kick. And why is that not allowed? Why is that not allowed? Where has the fast free kick in football gone? Where has it gone? It is so robotic. You cannot take a free kick. A little bit beyond my way of playing football. Di Humphries. Smith had got to start getting on the end of some of these crosses. Same last game. Yes. He's got to fight for it. Ollie Rathbone takes it down beautifully. Won't win it. Going out for the goal kick. Well played, Ollie. Good sportsman. Ollie Rathbone. Ollie Brown. Jeez, here I go again. Ollie Brown. Where has that come from? I tell you, Ollie Brown. What a name. Ollie Rathbone on the edge of the box, looking at Selvig with the ball. Selvig going long. We don't need to see the bloody writing on the bloody stand. Get it on the grass. Thank you, cameraman. These people that want to show you the stand name. What the hell? Half time you can do that. Let's get on the game. Maxi Kluth now down the line. Up to Longman. Tic-tac-toe Longman. Beautiful play. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Smith being cautioned here probably for the foul. But I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Gogolidze holding the ankle as if he has broke his leg. Herzig, I don't know what you call him. Let's have a look. Ball comes through the tic-tac-toe. Longman, ball's through. I think that's a bit of a dive. I think that's a total dive. That's never a foul. Ridiculous, Herzig. Ridiculous. And you want to get on your feet. What a dive. If he'd have been injured, he'd still be down right now. Yeah? You know what I'm saying? Selvig with the ball into Wrexham territory. All the way through. Arthur, you need to come. You needed to come, Arthur. You needed to come. You needed to come. You didn't come. Hesitation kills. Ball going out. Throw in. Watford. And Watford players are dropping like dead flies. Again, another one drops like a dead fly. A little too physical, Wrexham. But I'd sooner have it that way. Keep the tackles coming, Ollie. Keep the tackles coming, Louis. Phil Parkinson already having a big word with Lee Swaby, the fourth official of crime. Ball down to the right side, just in front of Swaby, the criminal. Joking here, obviously. Ball coming through. Maxi Kluth heads out. Well done. Wrexham tic-tac-toeing out of trouble. Tic-tac-toeing back into trouble. Watford. Passing and moving. Look up for it. I tell you what, Watford look up for this today. I've watched a few matches where Watford were really flat. What I will tell you is it's very evident wherever Wrexham go, all these championship teams, as with League 2, as with League 1, they're raising their games. We are the target. As you say in Spanish, blanco. We are the blanco, the target for everybody in this league. They love to play Wrexham because everybody wants to beat us. Nice little miss hit there. Wrexham now. I tell you what, nearly going down the line. Smithy's asking for what kind of service that is. And I can agree with Smithy. He needs something into feet. Ollie Rathbone tearing up the field. Watford on their own line. Back to Silvic in his own penalty area. Again, Watford have been very, very, very smooth with the ball and very patient. Playing a very patient game with Wrexham right now. Ball up top. Everybody's trying to fight for that ball in the middle. Watford come up with the ball one more time. In midfield, more or less walking pace, and this is dangerous. This is dangerous. When teams walk with the ball and we're not in there racing for the ball, we're giving them too much time. We're asking for trouble. We're asking for them to have a pick at our goal. Ball down the line. Beautiful play. Tic-tac-toeing. Cross comes in. Blocked one more time. Excuse me. Blocked one more time. Cross comes in. Shot going in. That's in. Off the bar. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. That was on target, buddy. Wow. 10 minutes in. We've been warned twice. Big time. Gotta wake up. Watch as he walks across the box. He's on the left wing right now. All alone. All alone. On his own. And he can skip to the right side. Shevitadze. Watch it again. He's got all the time on the wing. No one's running to him. Ollie's just chato. Ollie is just shadow. And he lets him have the shot. Lets him have the shot. If you let people shoot, you're going to get scored on. Interesting match. 10 minutes in, coming out to 11. Watford mostly in control. Watford just need to slow it down in the middle and start blocking the lanes. Not exactly got to park the bus, but you've got to get that ball, win that second ball, win that second ball. We haven't won the first balls. We've got to win the second balls as well. That's got to become a bit of a habit right now in this game. Win the first ball. Win the one-on-ones. Right now, Watford are camped out in front of Wrexham's box. It's not exactly what we want, but we are the away team. Ball down the right wing. 2-on-1 now. Coming, cutting in. Does he get the cross in? Gets the cross out. Going for the corner. I'll take a corner any day. Irankunda, very busy. Very busy. Yes, he did. Absolutely. He did score the screamer against Stoke. He did. Yeah. Diminutive little figure, but he's got the shot. And again, Arthur was beaten. All ends up twice so far. 4 minutes, 10 minutes. Corner coming in now. Beautiful corner. Far post. Arthur can't go there. And it's going all the way through. Goal kick. Glad to see that go all the way through. Little bit of Wrexham news. Ryan Hardy. It's his birthday. Happy birthday to you. Ryan Hardy doesn't get much time on the field, but still one of ours. Ball down the right side. Smith chasing it. Doesn't get it. Selvik comes out. Clears the ball all the way up to halfway. Doesn't look convincing doing it, but gets it done. Throw-in coming up Wrexham. And I'm laughing at Ryan Hardy. Oh, sorry, I'm laughing at Dominic Hyam throwing the ball. And Maxi Kluth doesn't get it. Arthur now with the ball on his own box. Get rid of that ball right now. Thank you very much. Moving it along on the right side. Well played out of defence. More like it. Open play. In the middle, Louis with the ball. Looking for the left wing. Looking for the left wing. Gets the left wing ball. Maxi Kluth now moving forward. This is much more like it. Smooth. Open play. Into space. Oren into the cross. Keeper's got to come and get it. Doesn't come and get it. It's still live. And that should be a corner. Gives the goal kick. How do you give a goal kick there? Herzig has lost his mind. Herzig has lost his mind. I tell you. I got to laugh. I'm laughing at Ollie Rathbone. He is laughing his ass right off. It is so funny. It is so funny. But your linesmen, Callum Goff and Carl Fitz-Jackson. And your referee is Adam Herzig. It's definitely a German name. That is definitely a German name. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And talking about Stoke, Di, Watford's game against Stoke, that was quite the interesting game, let me tell you. Again, Watford now on their own halfway line, or our halfway line. We do share the halfway line. Just inside of our halfway, going back to their halfway, and passing it around again, very diplomatically, not zinging it around into space on that back line, and they're setting up from the back. Me tells me they're going to cough that ball up on the back line. Just watch. Ball over the top into Wrexham's penalty area going through. It's still Watford on the ball. And Iran Kunda blazes the ball over to Mars. Waste of a chance. Inexperienced player. Throwing possession away. And by the way, if you didn't catch it earlier on in, the dice, the craps dice, they gave us a 1-0 for Wrexham. And if you're coming into this, 3 matches on the road for Wrexham in the next 3. Any kind of points will be good for us to pick up. Wins is absolutely what we're looking for. But any kind of points. This game today, if it finished 1 apiece, would not be tragic. Would not be tragic. And don't forget, there are other matches going along today as well. We'll keep you informed with that one as well. I'm just going to go there right now. Give me a second. There we go. I'll be there in 2 seconds flat. Lovely. Hand of applause. Wrexham 0 so far. They must be applauding for one of their own, I think. And seems to be quite the regular occurrence and regular occasion with fans applauding at the stadiums on a regular basis. I can't ever remember years ago where we had ovations as much as we do today. You know what I'm saying. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Again, 16 minutes in, nothing really to talk about for Wrexham on the offensive. They're going to have to start making things happen and mixing things up. They're going to have to start getting physical up top. It's one of the things I've noticed in the last couple of matches. We're not soft, but we've got to start getting physical on these other teams in the final third. You cannot get beaten up in the final third. You've got to do the beating. We got to get physical. Smithy's physical. Ollie's got it in him. Nathan's not your most physical. So like I say, you've got to start getting things turned around. Ball in the box. Coughed up, shoots on. Oh, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. What are you not looking at? What are you not looking at? That's definitely a penalty, my man. What the hell is Herzig looking at? What? I tell you. That makes me so damn mad. And look at that, 1-0 down. 1-0 fucking down. Off the back of a terrible decision. Oh, I tell you. There's nothing more infuriating than not getting a call and getting scored on within seconds. F the referee. Absolutely fail. A failure. A fail from the ref. An F from the referee. What the hell is he doing? What the hell is that guy doing? Take a look at this. Am I losing my mind? Ball comes in. Where is there not to call there? Where is there not to call? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I want to keep watching Herzig's face when this ball goes in the back of the net. Does he drop his head? Get the camera on the referee. What a jackass. What an absolute jackass. Unbelievable. What a joker. I'm sorry, guys. What a joke of a referee. Nothing more infuriating than a guy that calls something like that. I hope you feel as bad as I do. One 0 down. Let's get the scoreboard done. But I tell you, I'm not in line with that. I am not in agreement with that goal whatsoever. Not in agreement with it whatsoever. We haven't woke up yet. I'll tell you that. We have not woken up yet, guys. We are still yet to wake up. But that referee is an absolute, I'm going to say, asshole. I am so not into that. Absolute jackass. Skipping around in his little black uniform with the worst decision I've seen all season. Absolutely the worst decision all season. I had nightmares about this little bastard, I tell you. Longman now, fighting for the ball. Well done, Ryan. Wrexham's got to fight hard to get into this one now. Fighting against 12 men, one in black. You're going to have to do it the hard way again. "20 minutes gone. Up until then, Wrexham hasn't done anything really, let's be quite frank. And Watford have put 3 worrisome shots on net. Piece of shit thing. I'm still with you guys, still with you. Don't forget tomorrow Southampton taking on Norwich City. That's going to be another big match in the battle for promotion. 21 minutes gone, 1-0 Watford. Half time we're going to take you around Vicarage Stadium, show you in, show you out, show you around the stadium. Ball coming out, going straight out for a throw-in for Wrexham. 70 minutes to go plus added time. Again, Watford now with the ball on the edge of their own penalty area. Selvik with the ball. But 1-0 if you're just tuning in. Wrexham are 1-0 down. Not 1-0 up. That's more like it. Got the score right. Ball all... I'll tell you what now. What are you calling there? What are you calling there, referee? What are you calling there? Nothing? Wow, nothing called again. The same call was called against Smith, against Gigladze, and the referee gives the same call against Wrexham. All the calls have gone against Wrexham. Phil Parkinson is going to have a frickin' nightmare if this carries on. And Schwabe on the side must be bloody blind. This is an outrage. These 4 officials are officials of crime. Outrageous. Outrageous. Phil Parkinson's going to rip their heads off eventually. 22 minutes gone. Ball down to the left side. GT passes it all the way back. Wrexham now opening up the space, more expansive, making Watford run, as they should have been doing for the preceding 22 minutes. Get on the ball. We've got to get on the ball, be expansive. Simple decisions are what football are based on. Terrible decisions ruin teams' seasons. You work all week. You work all week for the little man to get most of the decisions as right as he can. Ball going all the way out of play. Goal kick coming up for Watford, who are very, very fortuitous to be one up. Thank you to the assist from number 0, Mr. Herzig, wearing black. Give him a yellow shirt. Give him a yellow shirt. And yeah, Di, he needs to use your readers. I tell you, if I was Phil on the side, I'd have been absolutely raving mad. I'd have took a red card and I'd have put the fear of God in Herzig. And Schwabe on the sideline. Absolutely outrageous. "24 minutes gone. Still nothing built for Wrexham all match so far. We've got to get on the ball and we've got to start creating. It's not that Watford are doing anything expansive in the defending. They're standing still. They're standing still in slots. They're not moving up and down in the channels. Ryan Longman now down the right side. Passes it off. A weak give and go. An absolutely weak give and go by Ollie Rathbone. One of the things with Ollie Rathbone as well, the last few matches, Ollie has not been on fire. He's been literally running after the play. What do I mean by that? I mean, he's getting there a split second late. He's getting there a split second early. He's not on time. He hasn't hit the game running. Last match, he was really there and thereabout as well. Not as impressive as he can be. Not that he's in a slump, but he's got to start picking it up. We've got to see a bit of Ollie magic. "25 minutes gone. Still 1-0. Wrexham up to halfway. Right side, moving to left. On the left wing now. Ollie O'Brien. The physical play. I tell you what, there's a free kick. And that's a card. That's a card free kick. But he won't give out the card. That's definitely a card. I'll do it for him. There you go. That's what it looks like, Herzig. It's called yellow. On the top of his foot. That'll break a man's metatarsals on the right day. Ball coming to the left side. Maxi Klurth now. Looking for Ryan. Ryan gets the ball on the wing. On the right wing. Ryan now. Can he cut inside? He cuts inside. Passes inside. Zach Viner just tapping it off. Not really adding much to the play. I want to see more work rate from Zach Viner with the ball going forward. I'm going to say it. We're losing the first one-on-ones. We've got to start winning the one-on-ones. Ball onto the far side. Lines up the shot. Going inside 2-0. I tell you what. Unlucky, but lucky for us. Loser. Doesn't get the shot off. Comes in nicely on the edge of the box, but doesn't get that shot off. And again, Vicarage Road looking absolutely empty. A handful of fans. And a match against Wrexham, you would have thought they would have had more. But they don't. Incidentally, Friday, Preston take on Stoke City at Preston. Wrexham now. On the left wing, coming into centre. Zach Viner on the ball. Again, he gets the ball and taps it off. He's a central defensive midfielder. He's good for the give and go, but he's not going to set you up. He's not offering really anything expansive. And another terrible pass by Wrexham. Putting themselves under pressure. And a nearly a second goal deflecting past Arthur Okonkwo. Are we asleep, guys? Are we asleep? Have we woken up yet? That pass there, but Ollie Rathbone. But then again, you can say, well, why is Max passing him under pressure? Ollie's marked. There's a guy on him. Why pass to him? He's got no time to react. We've got to start waking up and start playing the game. We have nobody on our team at the moment taking the scruff of the game. We need a character moment. We need someone to get stuck in. We need everybody to start firing. We need everybody to be on the ball and pressure the ball and get there early, not late, like we're doing. And above all, the first and the second balls, we've got to start winning them. We haven't won any. It's as if everything's going through us. Second half may well be a big second half, let's face it. On the road, 1-0 down. We just don't want to take that second goal. The second goal right now would be catastrophic. Cleworth and Viner tic-tac-toeing out of problem land. Where George Dobson may offer you something on a forward foray or a shot, I don't think Viner does. I think he's completely sealing defensive duties. Watford now building from the back, coming out, going down the right side. Well intercepted by GT, all the way back to AO. AO now on the edge of his box, passes off to Maxi Cleworth. Cleworth now halfway in his own half, coming up to halfway. Left side of the field. Slides it back. Ball needs to go north to south, not south to north, Max. We've got to go forward. Build up that space as much as you can and switch the play as much as you can, but the ball still has to go forward. Down the line, out for a throw. Yeah, I got to be there with you. Steve missing Kabori big time. He is a massive upgrade on Longman. Yes, absolutely. I'd also say Ryan Barnett's got a time to be there. He hasn't played much at all this season. Must be full of energy. Ryan Barnett is also an option. Rob Much, ball possession has even out more. We're slowly getting into it. Let's go Wrexham. Absolutely, Rob. We've got to get tough in the game. We've got to be tough on the ball. We've got to be shielding the ball when the hit comes and keep the ball after the hit. Ball going down the side again. Viner to the right side. Down to Maxi on the right wing. Longman inside to Longman. Inside to Maxi Cleworth. Maxi Cleworth doesn't have it with him. Passes the ball off. Loses possession. Those look like tired legs, Max. Those look like tired legs, son. Great tackle. Watford now skimping through. Going down the middle. Bad pass. Wrexham retreat. Get the ball. Nicely set up on the wing. Longman now on the ball. Back again. Too many passes are going back, guys. Too many passes are going back. It's nice to put yourself out of pressure. Sometimes put yourself through pressure. Fight through the pressure and build a chance. Great ball in the middle. And I tell you what, thrown off the ball. Smithy was thrown off the ball. No foul. But again, we've got to get more physical in attack. Again, Watford with the ball on the right wing. Had most of the possession, most of this half, 31 minutes gone in. Looking to add a second. A second goes in now. I'd say it's curtains for Wrexham. Ball in the middle. Not a bad cross, but not the greatest. Longman bringing it out of defence. Moving up the field. He's going to pass back. That's the problem right now. Too many balls are going back. Too many people are walking in midfield. And not enough support up front. Them long balls are not going to do it all night long. Get it on the wide side. Get the winger running. Get the cross in. Keep it simple. Get on the end of it, smudger. And be physical. Keep the ball on the deck. You'll make sure you'll get there. Maxi Cleworth now. Looking for the cross. Great cross in there. Doesn't go anywhere on the edge of the box. Wrexham can't pick it up. And it's hoofed all the way down the field. Callum Doyle now, big Callum. Up to the left wing, further down the left wing, cutting inside now. Wrexham, GT on the ball, going in, going out, goes out, goes out, goes out. and wins the corner. Well done, George Thomason. At least someone is putting it out there. Way to go, George. Breathing heavy, but he's fully awake, fully in the match. The last match was a 2-2 tie at Wrexham. The first match ever for Wrexham-Watford was a 3-1 win for Watford in 1963. 63. Corner coming in. Let's have a goal right now. Let's put it in the back of the net. Beautiful corner, far post. Keeper claims, keeper punches. Louis O'Brien, and O'Brien straight back in the middle. Clever play. Watford clear it, 2 heads on 1. Still alive. Watford making their own trouble by not clearing the ball. Wrexham still on touch with the ball. Viner not the best header. But Viner coming back in to bring the play. Free kick against George Thomason. George looking down on the flip-flop. And another free kick. Holding his head like the cheat he is. I'm going to say it. Iran Kunda, the cheat he is. I don't candy coat the cheats, guys. I call a cheat a cheat. I see a cheat, I call a cheat. I care less. Too long in the tooth to pussyfoot around. Arthur comes, claims, nice and secure. Unfortunately, take the shot. Ollie Rathbone allowing the shot to come in, not blocking it, not racing to shut it down, but allowed the shot to come in. When you get the shots raining in, something's good's going to happen. Wrexham now, tic-tac-toe, up front. Ollie Rathbone on the ball, off to GT. GT now takes a look, looking for Ollie, doesn't take it. Ollie gets it now from Louis. Louis now with the ball. Ollie now with the ball, crossed in. Nice cross, well repelled by Watford one more time. And in comes Selvik to claim the scraps. "35 minutes gone. Deaf, absolutely. The Parky F-bombs are going to drop at half-time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, absolutely. 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 Looking at the substitutions, though, I've got to say, Kabore is on the bench. I think this is one where we bring him in for the second half, and it makes a big difference. You've got Windass on the bench. Kadamatri, late aerial possibility. Rodriguez can keep that bench warm, can stay on that seat. I don't need to see him. He adds nothing. They're nearly there, man. Watford on the edge of the box now. Tic-tac-toeing, going through us like a knife through butter. Arthur comes. Nicely taken by Arthur. Great play by the keeper. It's all very tight down there, but Wrexham building it out of play. Getting it out of play. The ball's still in play. That ball is still in play, guys. Keep playing to the whistle. Didn't go over the line from my point of view. "36 minutes. And guys, I'm sure Phil is going to go berserk at halftime. He's going to squeeze more juice out. And I really do feel there's a chance to make changes. You want to make changes in the second half when someone's had some time already, so you haven't got a full half to put the next guy through. Well, sometimes a full 45 minutes is what a guy coming in exactly needs. Ball up top. Wrexham defending one more time. Callum leaves it off to AO, and AO taps it off to Maxi Cleworth. Maxi Cleworth into midfield. Lovely play. Viner now. Viner, absolutely a twig and turn. Lovely pass off. Needs to go one more station over to the left. Wrexham overflowing. Should have passed off, mate. Should have passed off. Waste of a move. Waste of a great move, Nathan. Pass and move, man. Pass and move. Watford coming back the other way. Di Humphries. Think I'd take off Smith at half-time and put Keeler Dunn on. Why not? Watford, 2-0. Done. 2-0. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Are we watching people shoot? Are we watching people run? We're watching people. It's a disaster zone today. Arthur, I'd like to see that one from behind the goal, but I tell you what, we are sucking eggs today. We are being taught how to play football. This is not a good day for us. And not what you would say the most spectacular goals either. St. Patrick's Day is not going the way we want it. And yes, half-time, Smudge has got to come off. We've got to change the system. Absolutely got to change the system. The system is not working here today. What for nothing? You've had 40 minutes nearly of one-sided football. And Arthur, watch his hands. He's guiding that around the post. You're going to see something from behind the goal right now. Watch now. Watch now. You see? He's never going to get there. He's never getting there. He's literally grabbing to guide it around the post. He's never going to get to that ball. He's way off the mark. And with everybody standing around, that's a pretty sad-looking picture right now. 2-0 down, 38 minutes gone. 3 matches on the road. We got to get points. We need a rescue job right now. We need a rescue job right now. Last time it finished 2-2 at the KRS. It needs to go that way again. Another Hornet is down. They're flip-flopping all the time. Rob Much says, shit, a long day. Absolutely. Shit, we ain't at it tonight. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, look, someone's got a bad head. He must have been hit in the ass. Where do you go from here? Ed's still having a word with Keremgard. So far, so good for Still and the guys. Got his little Easter badge on. If it takes that long to get him right, get him off. We haven't got all night here. Get him off the field. And Sir Patrick, I need you to drop some snakes in Watford's locker room. Snakes in their locker room. Would be lovely. But looking at the bench and looking at who's on the field right now, I'm not particularly happy with anybody in defence. I got to say that much. And I'm not particularly happy with anybody in midfield or up front. It's been a subpar performance, and it's such an important part of the season. This is not the way to go. There's no point looking at each other and pointing fingers. Get your legs pumping, get your asses working, and start fighting. You've gone 2-0 down through a lacklustre performance. Steve says Kabore needs to come on at half-time or can't see us turning this around. Absolutely. Kabore's got to come in. Absolutely, Steve. Pickle Kissar. I just can't. They're phoning it in. Welp. Time to get drunk at work. Absolutely. Absolutely. We can hope for a big second half. And we've seen it before, but we can hope for a big second half. 41 minutes gone, and the loser is on his feet again. Ollie Rathbone now. Start to do something, Ollie. Let's start to earn your pay packet, lad. Let's get everybody working. Let's get working. You got 4 minutes to maybe get one. So let's start working and get the passing going, because the passing has been atrocious. For a team called Wrexham, the passing tonight has been atrocious. But on the bench, Kabore, yeah. Kabore for Longman. I'd be gambling on Viner. Viner's offering nothing in the midfield. I'd gamble on Viner. Maybe bring Windass in for Viner. Get something operating in the middle of the park. We are dead men walking right now. We've got to put life in it. Nice ball left to right. Louis O'Brien to Longman. Nice take by Longman. Looking for the tic-tac-toe. Back to Longman. It's all too static and we're looking for things to look for. We're not moving, we're not flowing, we're not going. It's got to be smooth, flowing football. Smithy on the ball. Dragged down. You're not calling that, referee. You're not calling anything. You're a disgrace. Ball down the line. Watch this. Oof, I tell you, Arthur's got to come and doesn't come. Leaves it all the way. Chris Cavlin says, going to be quite a grilling from Parky at half-time. It better be. It better be. I hope there's some dick kicked. Really. There's guys there not performing. Parky wants to have the hair blower in each hand. Absolutely needs to rip them to shreds. There's Mr. Windass getting ready to come on. Pollock having a word now with the referee. George Thomason having a word. I'm sure he could just have a quick word without bringing them together. And that there, I tell you what, that there, what Pollock did, you take a second look at what Pollock did kicking out at George Thomason after the ball had gone. You do that in the Premier League, you're looking at one of them. You're looking at a red-yellow gone. Minutes to do, and this first half at Watford will be through. And half-time will be taking you around the Watford Stadium, Vicarage Road, and showing you all around it, over it, and inside of it. To get away from that, 9 minutes 30 odd at half-time, we're showing you Watford after we do the stats and bring you up to speed at half-time. We're the only game today. Tomorrow, Norwich taking on Southampton. Come on, Norwich, let's have it. Final minute of the first half, ball down the line, terrible delivery again. Smith has nothing to work with, and all night long, the final ball forward has been literally off the mark. Remember last year when we were flying down to all those games instead of bussing down to games? Let's see what happens there. Energy levels. 2-0 down Wrexham, and Wrexham for the first time in the game look like they've come alive and look like they're ready to work in unison with each other and start fighting for the points. And literally, Watford are saying, well, the day is done, you're lost in space. It's 2-0, we won't be giving it up. Watford now with the ball again, winning the first ball, winning the second ball, moving forward as they've done all night. Varner letting him go through on the edge of the box, coming in kind of shoots. Just over the bar, not far off. And that could have been 3-0 in 3 big shots within the first half. We're literally been taken to task. And now, I will say, it's definitely up to Phil. Yes, I've got to do that one, yes. It's definitely up to Phil, excuse me, to get this back on track. Arthur with the goal kick, and it's not that we want to see any more of this half at all. Blow the whistle, get us out of here. Unless we score a quick goal. Ball going all the way back to Arthur from Dominic Hyam. Maria says, Parky going to have a meltdown. Come on, Dragons, he's got to. This is like a performance from the first, say, 15 matches in the season on the road, where we had nothing going up top. No creativity. And a lifeless shell. And that's the first half. There's nothing more you can say about it. We've not been at the races. We haven't really won the first or the second balls. We've fought and battled, but ended up nowhere. And just like Iran Kunda is throwing the body around, that's exactly what we need to do. Just like George is fighting there, you've got to keep fighting. Another woeful pass there by Wrexham, going way, way, way off the mark. Iran Kunda now with the ball on the right side. Handball. No handball called. Iran Kunda going past one, goes past two. Dangerous play here, trying to urge the ball out. Thanks, Di. Scoreboard's done. To Yunzo, we will score 4, just the process. I tell you. Chunzo, if we get 4, I'll remember your name. I'll remember your name. If we get 4, guys, remember the name. Chunzo, he said we're going to get 4. If we do, we'll never forget your name. And if you do, got something going there, I think you better put some money on that, because that would be an absolute kill of a bet. Ball chasing back, headed all the way. Nice and strong by Dominic Hyam. Again, getting called up for Scotland for the World Cup warm-ups. What a thrill that must be for Dominic Hyam, eh? Getting a call up for Scotland. If you've never been to Hampden Park for a Scotland match, nowadays it's something lovely. 30, 40 years ago, it was the scene. Hampden Park was the scene. Wembley, 40 years ago, was the scene. You could say Ninian Park, Wrexham as well, the Kairas, was the scene. And then you've got to say Northern Ireland, ball coming in, nice cross, far post, no one at the end of it. Again, our final delivery hasn't been there, halfway coming up straight away. Obviously, Windsor Park, Northern Ireland was a great place as well. Ball coming through, and that's tapped out by Viner, going to be a corner. Jimmy Favours in the house. I'll take the blame for being late. Let's go. Jimmy, it can only get better, mate. It can only get better. We had a deflected goal going first, off the back of a call where Wrexham should have had a penalty, in my mind. And Mr. Herzig, the man in black, the numbnut, he let the play continue without calling the penalty, and Watford went the other way and got a deflected goal off the same move. Half-time called, and hey, all your donations to the little rat in black, Mr. Herzig, are welcome. Anybody want to make a donation to get his badge, we'll get it in there for you. Absolutely. Half-time is what it is, but again, not the best so far. I would love to be a fly on the wall. Maybe a fly with you, 2 flies on the wall. Just to see the faces of our guys when Parky starts to go into one. I'm sure he's going to. I don't think he could just hold off. I really don't think he can hold off. I think he's going to go into one. He definitely is. But wouldn't you want to be a fly on the wall? 2-0 down at half-time. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? We're 2-0 down at half-time. Stats at the half. 8 shots for Watford. 5 on target. 54% possession. 5 fouls. And 1 corner. Wrexham. No shots. Which means no shots on target in 45 minutes. 46% possession. 3 fouls. 1 corner. No shots on target. No shots at all. You don't win matches like that. You lose every match you play like that. I can't remember seeing a 0-0 for Wrexham. I can't remember it. Can you? Can't remember it. Jimmy Favours says, up 2 is the worst lead in football. Yes, it is. And like they say, it's the worst lead that you can have. 2-0. But are we going to get back into this? And are the subs coming in? I tell you what, I think substitutions need to happen. I really do. I think they really need to happen. I'm going to go back into it before we move along. But looking at the subs and looking who's not playing right now, I'm not going to change the defence, obviously. In midfield, I would try to bring out Viner and maybe bring in Josh Windhouse in the midfield. So he's in behind the 3 and he can start moving the ball forward instead of coming back for it to bring it forward into the play. Windhouse for Viner. You've got to have more offence. Right now, we don't have enough. And Josh is feisty. He'll take the knock and he'll give the knock. Viner, to be honest with you, he's been too generic. He's been too soft. He's been too standoff. I haven't seen a big hit laid by him. I haven't seen an amazing performance by him yet. So if that's all you can bring, Josh Windhouse has got to come in. He's worth 45 minutes. He's worth 45 minutes. Broadhead, Smithy. Got to say Smithy. I'm taking Smithy out possibly for Kabore. Change up that front line. Kabore puts the crosses in. And Josh Windhouse is more awake and more alert and anticipates more than anybody on this team. Period. That's what I'm saying we need to do. We've got to change it up. There's a couple of changes I'm saying really would help us out. Now, at half-time, I've got something lined up for you. Wherever it is, there it is. The half-time is right there. What I'm going to do is going to take you on a drone ride, just to ease the nerves, look at something different, get back to the match in 12 minutes right now. Get back there and think of something else until you do. Because right now, thinking about this match at the moment, we just know changes have got to come in. It's not been the best. We know Parky's going to drop a gut on all of them, and he should, because they need waking up. That was not a great performance. I don't care what anybody says. If you can't put one shot on net, what are you doing? The art of the game is scoring goals. We only needed one. Now we need 3. 2 minimum. But you haven't even got a shot on net. Changes has to be rung. And Phil has got to go berserk. Someone's got to wake him up. We've got to wake him up before the chance is taken away from us. 3 road matches, 3 losses, we could be out of this picture. That's the reality. That is the reality. We've got to get into this. We've really got to get into it. Looking at the halftime show, let's take it to Watford's Vicarage Road, and I'll see you in about 9 minutes. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Around it, inside it, outside it, on top of it, all around it. Now I'm back to the facts of the matter. What are we going to do? And I kept in touch with you there. Just backing it up. I'm going to bring up the game so I don't get out there late. But give me a second. Here we go. Phil Parkinson looked like on the side of the field there. It looks like he's made a few additions. Phil and I had a word, and Josh, as you can see, is out there, number 10, getting ready to instill one shot on target. So far, we haven't had it. I feel sorry for all those Red Dragons fans that are sitting there looking like this. That's what a lot of guys are looking like. They're not happy. They're not happy. They're not happy. That was a lifeless performance in the first half. It can only get better. And I'm looking for it to get better. We know that Josh is coming in. Smith is still out there. Diam, Maxi, Longman, Viner's still out there. Rathbone's still out there. Louis, GT's out there. Callum's out there. Arthur's out there, obviously. So it looks like one change at the moment with Josh. I can also see Ryan Barnett getting a little lively. So let's see what happens there. We got to change this up. But anyway, back into the chat. Parkins say the effing word in the break 100 to 200 times. I think it was probably more than that. Cool Lad K in Denmark. A severe bollocking is called for. Yes, 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 yes. Jimmy Favours, up to is the worst lead in football. Yes, it is. And I hope that little Tykin Black can do his job this time. I mean, that penalty decision where we get scored on the return of that play, I tell you what, one of the most horrendous decisions I think I've seen in a long time. Really, I'm just saying. Terrible. But your man, Josh Windass, coming out. Pressure's on his shoulders, lots to do. And slowly but surely, the Patagonia shirt is not becoming very lucky. Just saying. 2-0 down, everything to go for. We've got to get back into this. And as I say, Chunzo, can we sub on Stevie? I was getting warmed in the half-time there for you, coming on as a number 10, as a striker. And he's laughing. Good lad, good lad, good lad. As you can see, I'm getting warmed up, number 10. And 3,000 F-bombs at half-time was what that little fly on the wall heard Phil drop on all the guys. Are we going to get a goal? Are we going to get a goal? Are we going to get a shot? Come on, Wrexham. Let's do much better in the second half. Let's have it. Come on. It can't be as bad as the first half, because if it is, we're losing 4-0. And Chunzo promised us 4 goals. So let's see. Physical capabilities, there you go. Well done, Dominic. Well done, Dominic. Showing international class there, Dominic Hyam. Really. Ball up top again. Phil sticking with Smudger. But the ball's got to come into feet. There's no point bringing the ball into chest. Put it at his feet. Give the guy a chance to bring the ball down. Iran Kunda there. Trying this, trying that. Free kick coming up. All I've seen all game long is Iran Kunda with a face like a smacked ass. Everything that goes around 66, he ended up looks like crying like a baby with a smacked ass. Okay, Headsick, piss off. He don't need you to talk to him or hold his hand. Do your job. He's doing his on the line. Somebody want to blow the bloody whistle? What the hell are we wasting time here for? Great ball in. That should be 3. I tell you what a terrible, terrible, terrible finish. That's right on his head. Gogolidze, that should be number 3. Right on his head. Where's the challenge? Right on his head. My question is, when is the next substitution coming in? They've got to come in now. What we put out there today hasn't made any dent on Watford at all. It's got to happen. My take is Kabori's carrying a slight knock if he's not out there. There's no reason for Kabori not to be in the mix if he's fit. Because there's nobody on this squad can keep Kabori off the wing. Lovely ball now. Ollie Brown. Go on, Ollie Rathbone. Takes a shot. Sometimes I've thought over the last few matches, even when we've had some great results, the last few times I've started to think, is our team fit enough? Are we fast enough? Are we tough enough? Just little categories that we can add to make our game just that little bit more concrete. 47 minutes in. Ollie Rathbone with the free kick. Goal kick, sorry. Even a corner kick. Coming in. That's the corner, that's the corner, that's the corner. Well punched by the keeper. Headed back into the mix and going out for another corner. Needless. Brain dead defending. Whap, 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 whap. Brain dead defending. Needs to get a catch. Keeper gets the punch. Where's the call, keeper? Where's the call? Let the man know. Brain dead defending. Hopefully we get a goal off that. Punish brain dead defending with a goal. And here we go. Herzig. And if you remember a couple of matches ago, Herzig was doing this all the time. Going in and talking to the players and pissing the players off and ruining the game, yeah? Let them play, you damn asshole. You're getting paid for your job. You don't need to be the star of the game. The players do, not the referee. Get out of the box and let them do their job. Herzig. Corner in. Far post! There you go. Let them do their job. In you go. That's just what we needed. Maxi Kluwer, thank you, Maxi. Giving them Red Dragons some fire in their bellies, something to cheer about at the Vicarage Road. Now, let's carry on. Let's get into this. Let's go, go, go. Well done, Maxi. Well done, Maxi. Beautiful corner. But again, Herzig, all that mouthing off to the players. We've had enough of it a few games ago. He's doing it again. Look at that corner. Look at that header. Maxi comes across. There you go. Keeper doesn't even go for it. Watch the keeper. Watch Selvik. Watch Selvik's hands. Watch Selvik's hands. Watch his hands. He's nowhere near it. He can't get close to it. He's clutching something that's not there. 2-1 game on. Let's go, Wrexham. Come on. Free kick, referee. Where's the free kick? No free kick again. Sam Smith is getting no joy from Herzig, who doesn't seem to have any vision on fouls coming our way. All first half, I'd say, not biased, but one-way traffic with the calls from Herzig, who was a pain in the ass in the last match that he refereed against Wrexham. Letting you know, those with a short memory. Wrexham now pouring down the right side. Free kick coming against Smith. Nice dive. You can see what Phil just said. He's like, what the F is that? Sam Smith looked at the referee and went, what the F is that? I told you this guy was pissing the players off and he would do all game, and that was before the match. 2-1 now. Something to work with. One more goal and we get the 2-2. Then everything is back in place. A draw today would not be a bad result, even before we go 2 down. We're 2-0 down. It's 2-1 now. Get the ball done, Stevie. And Wrexham going over the top now. Before I touch anything. It's 2-1 right now. There you go. We're in the game. 2-1 Wrexham in the match. My God, I tell you what, some of these footballers have no pain threshold, eh? No pain threshold whatsoever. Now you watch where he impacts against the board and you watch what he holds. It's ridiculous, isn't it, eh? It's ridiculous. And if he's off the field, you can treat him off the field. And that's not where the impact was it? That's not what you were holding, was it, eh? Stay off the field. And referee, you don't need to get off the field. And you don't need to walk over there. There's a trainer and a physio. They can take care of little Owie. And he can come back on when you let him on. That's how it goes. Herzig, giving me heart attacks. Like a school kid referee. Then again, he's only been doing it since 2019, so 6 years ain't the same thing. If you can't be good at 6 years, I don't know how long it's going to take you to get there. Wrexham now, 2-1 down. Early goal in the second half. Just what we needed. Maxi Cleworth from the header, who's having a super season. Potential player of the season. Maxi Cleworth. Ball coming in. Keeper claims, comes, gets, and retrieves. Slows it down, throws it out. Watford now down the left side. Coming down the right side. Iran Kunda, cry my life all day, gets the ball. In fact, I was saying the same things about Iran Kunda at the match at Wrexham, how much he cries. The one thing we've got to guard against is that third goal. That would be catastrophic. We're not scoring 4 tonight, guys. Unless Chungo says it is 4. Wrexham now, tic-tac-toe, the ball needs to go left, doesn't go left. Man wide open in the middle for 5,000 years, doesn't get the ball, coming in. Run, 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 Rabbit. Come on, Smithy, you're getting that. Keep it in, well done. Louis O'Brien wanted that ball down the left side way earlier, never got it, and hence we're now on the back track. Ollie Rathbone with the ball. Josh Windhouse making things look a lot livelier. Even just pumping his legs, he's a lot livelier. It adds something. It adds something. Give Josh the ball. That was pretty weak there, giving up the ball there. Max playing himself into trouble, not really the smartest of moves, and that's what's been the nature of the game tonight. We've literally made life hard for ourselves tonight. We're looking slightly disjointed for a team that's been so good for so long. But those nights do come along. And when they come along, you don't mind so much if you guys have got the legs pumping and are in the game. First half was disastrous. Second half, we're creating something. Watford trying to go 2-on-1, still keeping the ball in play. Still keeping possession down the far quadrant in the right side of the field. Just inside the box now. Passes into the kill zone. A little tic-tac-toe looking for the shot coming in. Going wide. Goes wide. Shavakti. Goes out for the corner. And again, it's all very stifling. Looks like Longman's got a stitch. Chunzo says 3 more to go. MJ Steyer. Maria says score. Stevie, where's Cabby? He is just outside and he's looking right at us and he's not coming in. He's coming in soon. Corner coming in. Danger, 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 danger. Well cleared one more time by Wrexham on the edge of the box. Watford passing it onto the left wing, looking to get the cross back in. 1-on-1 now. Inside. Going inside the box. Cross comes in. Dangerous. And that's another sloppy piece of handling by Arthur that he's very lucky with, that doesn't fall at the feet of a forward for third goal of the game. GT now, over halfway, on the left wing. Passing off Callum Doyle now, into the middle. Viner gets the ball, pivots the ball to the left side. Maxi Cleworth now moving forward, has the option of the right pass, does have the option, takes the option. Cross coming in, first time. Blocked, going out for the throw. Vicarage Road tonight to see how empty this place is. Arthur getting lucky there on the rebound, no. Then big hands don't always seem so soft. 57 minutes gone. Tea time. Come on, Wrexham. Let's get in here. Doyley now. Beautiful ball onto left wing. Ollie Rathbone tackled, hassled, pushed back. Nice play by Callum Doyle using the space. Ball comes inside and a nice little cheeky ball by O'Brien doesn't come off. Viner now down to the corner. Onto the right wing. Longman now has the option. Takes the option. Cleworth, little pass in. Not working. Gets the ball back. Longman picks up the scraps. Puts the cross in again. Another bad cross. Longman's crosses have been woeful tonight. Not a pick it up. Got to pick it up or get him out. You've also got the options of Kabore or Ryan Barnett on the bench. I would love to see Ryan Barnett in this match right now. This is a game for Ryan's cultured foot to find someone's head. It's also the game for Ryan to tic-tac-toe past the defender and come inside, just like Longman's doing right now. Viner now has the shot, takes the shot, looking too pretty on the shot, taking too much time and not really coming up with anything. Again, I've got to say, Viner's performance on the defensive fine, on the offense adds nothing. Ball coming to the left side now. Callum Doyle sweeps it sweetly over. Thomason now on the right wing with the ball, holds it. Inside to Viner. Viner taps off. Dominic Hyam back over to Doyle. To Thompson. Thomason now switching out. Ollie Rathbone into Thomason. Thomason slides it through. Beautiful play. Doyley far side. And it seems that it Hertzig or the linesman's calling. It's nice when we don't notice officials because that's when they're doing a great job. 2 out of 2 for me this year with Hertzig. He's been a pain in the ass. And some of his calls have been very dubious, to say the least. He's a homer of a referee. Ball long by Selvik all the way up. Halfway line. Yeah, that ball should have hit Hertzig right in the face, actually. If you were watching, it would have been a good thing. Make him wake up. Ball on the back line now. Wrexham looking to start something again. 60 minutes gone. 2 on down. We only need another goal. Let's have another goal. Let's get back in this. Get the goal sooner than later. Then we may have a chance for Chunzo to get those 3 goals. I would love it. I would. We need to put something together like the Sheffield United match. Or the Ipswich match, for that matter. 2-5-3 barn burners. That would be lovely. Again, moving down the left wing now. Wrexham on the ball, keeping possession. Ollie Rathbone, tightly marked. Ball down the line, going out for the throw-in. Wrexham ball. Dominic now on the halfway line. Taking a look, can go left or right. Options open. Doyley now. Looking like he's going to flight one. Picking the pass one more time. Not accurate like he normally was. The little mistakes we're making are costing us dearly. We need to get the passing slick and literally into feet. No more air ball. Get it on the ground, keep it on the ground, keep it on the grass, into feet, pass and move, simple plays. And there's another substitution coming up. Looks like Kyler Dunmaywe coming in. It's all down to Phil now. It's all down to Parky. This second half is down to Parky. Whatever happens in the second half, he has orchestrated. And we will see where we end up. Right now, so far, so good. 1 goal back in the business. We need 2 and hopefully 3. Jimmy Favors says, I want an Ollie goal. So do I. So do I. I want Ollie to get a goal for his confidence, to get his game up, to start going back to that major level he had earlier in the season. Yeah, when he first came back in, he was on fire. We need him to be on fire. Wrexham now. Thomason on the left wing. Ball inside. Nice play. Gets the ball back very luckily. Passes it off. O'Brien now to Viner. To Maxi Cleworth. Maxi Cleworth looking for Longman. Back to Viner. Viner now taps it off. Going to Doyley. Doyley coming inside. Little chip over, but that's really not going anywhere. Nice idea, but nothing doing. And Selvik can pick up nice and easy. Well done, Smudger, for coming in. Oh, a lovely cup of tea. Watford now in Wrexham's half, holding the ball, coming inside. Acres of space. Ball's coming over to the right side, goes all the way to the right side. Irankunda cuts inside, cuts outside, cuts inside, cuts outside, cuts outside, cuts outside. Nothing doing. That's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. I don't know why Irankunda's looking at the linesman or the referee, because they're not going to help him keep the bloody ball in. Just he will. 2 substitutions. Here he comes. Issa Kabore. Longman's gone. His night is done. Kyler Dunn's coming in. Is it Smithy? Is this a day for Smithy to come short? It's Ollie Rathbone. Kind of figures, because he's looking kind of shagged. He hasn't really got that energy level today. And he hasn't had for a couple of games. I think that's a good call. Kyler Dunn. Let's see what he's got. Davis Kyler Dunn coming in. Wrexham fans on their feet, 2-1 down, looking for the tying goal. Going back into the chat. R.R. Reynolds, go Stevie, go. There we go. Chionzo says, come on you Reds. Jimmy Favours, I want an Ollie goal. Steve says, I think Smith must have shagged the ref's mothers or something. Yeah, shagged the ref's missus, sorry. Yeah, he probably did. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Rob Much, we can win this. Let's go, Reg. We can. It's there to take. It's there to take. We just got to stop bickering with the ref and get things going. R.R. Reynolds, it is Kabore. Oh, Issa Kabore, you betcha. Jimmy Favours, Kabore. Let's go. Wrexham now moving forward with purpose with the ball now. Kyler Dunn, number 7, on the ball, passing off, looking sharp. Tic-tac-toe, inside. Right wing needs the ball right now. Gets the right ball. Issa Kabore, lighting up the stage. Lighting up the stage. Goes past 1, goes past 2. Takes the cross. Cross blocked. But Watford can't clear it. They're going to piss around on their own doorstep. Now they take it forward. Look at the pace. Look at the pace. Cuts inside. Viner, literally, he goes past Viner as if Viner's not standing still. And Viner doesn't even put a foot in. What is he doing? He's the CDM. Get your foot in there. You're not there to look pretty, Zach. Work rate, buddy. Work rate. You're playing for Wrexham now, not Bristol. Watford with the ball just inside of our box. Looking for the tic-tac-toe. Looking, go right side. Looking for the right side. Switching. Hesitation kills you. And well done, Wrexham. Well done, Callum Doyle. Great defensive posture. 65 minutes gone. When other teams drop points, that signals Wrexham have to pick up points. Recently, teams close to us, above us, and below us have been dropping points. We need to pick up the points. We need to pick up the points big time. In California, not today, buddy. Not today. I say sayonara, buddy. In fact, I got family in Japan right now. They've travelled over to Japan. Some of the family people in the family, they've gone to Japan for a vacation. Wrexham now moving down the left side. George Thomason with the ball. Inside, Callum Doyle. Fighting, fighting, fighting. Nice little take by Kyler Dunn. Soft feet. Lovely to see. And he does look alive. He does look like he wants to make things happen. Issa Kabore, 2-on-1. Goes to the wide side. Keeps possession. Looking to thread that ball through. Not having the best of luck. When you double team Kabore, he has to get the ball early, push it past and cross immediately. You've got to make the ball do the work. Ball through, smudging, nearly gets there. Kabore getting the scraps on the right wing. Cross comes in. I don't know what's going on there, referee, but Smith just got literally piled on. Terrible ball by Doyle. Nice idea, but not really worked with Mr. O'Brien. Those little legs were not going to get there. It's interesting the physical abuse Smudger's taken all match long. Take a look, take a look, take a look. Keep looking, keep looking. That is a penalty. 100% penalty. That's 2 penalties Wrexham have had. Guaranteed You go by VAR, those are 2 penalties that Wrexham have had that Herzig, the asshole, doesn't know what he's looking at. He's got a linesman. What are they looking at? So now apparently you can jump on top of a forward in the penalty area and it's not a foul. Absolutely ridiculous. I remember, like I said, Herzig was a pain in the ass last time. He's been an absolute pain in the ass again. In fact, I don't know why this guy referees. Beautiful play by Kabore. Amazing, amazing skill. Oh, well, there you go. 15 seconds after the fact, we get a foul. Wow. Herzig is losing his mind. He's giving Wrexham a foul. It would be lovely to get that tying goal, I tell you. It would be lovely to get that tying goal. Wrexham definitely are working hard for it. Every step of the way. Cross comes in you go. Nearly, nearly, nearly. No call. He says, I don't get the call. Yeah, he was calling you all the way. You're just too stupid to listen. Beautiful ball by Kabore. Beautiful ball by Kabore. Hopefully one of those can squeak in. Ollie Rathbone out of the game. Legs are gone. Hopefully those legs for Kabore can do something. O'Brien now with the corner. In it goes. Nice corner. In it goes! I tell you what, close on. Close, close, close. Steve says, this bloody ref won't give Smith anything. It's mad. It is mad. It's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing for a referee to have such a nightmare as this. I don't mind when you call things against Wrexham. I don't mind. But when you don't call the obvious 2 penalties in a match, I got a problem with that. I got a real problem with that. When I see a good referee, you've heard it all year long. And I know about the referees. I do my reports on the refs. I know who they are. I know how good they are. I know they're best. I know they're worst. But we do a little bit of work on them. But when a referee doesn't do it, and you go, son, put it in, show, I tell you what. Smudgers get... You would have thought he would have got something on net. Danger signs here right now. Wrexham coughing up the ball. Watford coming the other way. Desperation tackles coming in, but no one's getting the ball, and eventually it's fired out at halfway for a Watford throw-in. Again, guys, I don't mind when referees call stuff against us. But when it's this erratic horse shit, I got a problem with that. Ex-player refs seem to understand the rules better in practice. That is something I have spoken on many times. TV and radio over the years, as well as here at Ultimate Soccer. Ex-players should be the only ones refereeing the match. You can have all the generics, like Herzig the arsehole. You can have all the generics running the line. But the referee should be man or woman who's played the professional game. And I will say this, and not to piss you off. If you're a man referee, you belong in the men's game. If you're a woman's referee, you belong in the woman's game, simply because you're with your own gene. And they respect you better. When a woman referees a man's game, there's some type of frigidness, not from the referee, but from the players. When a man referees it, it's not there. When a man referees a woman's game, vice versa. When a woman referees women's games, she gets more respect from the women players. It's natural. That's the way it should be. There's no second guessing. There's no catcalling. There's no biatching. You've got a guy doing guys, you've got a girl doing girls. The way it should be. Keeping it simple. Ball moving forward now. Lovely play. Big challenge coming in now. Doesn't get there, but it's coming. Ball all the way down, going for the goal kick. 18 minutes to go. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, Josh. But again, I want to see the balls coming into the middle. No more wide stuff. Kabore, you can go wide. Windass, stay central. Keep everybody in slots So you'll be able to find them with the next pass or the blind pass. We know how to find each other with a blind pass, yeah? That's what we need to do. Nothing said and done yet. 18 minutes to go. Is that goal coming? We need another goal. Just doing a couple of checks here. Callum Doyle now on the ball, back inside. He needs to go down the wings. We need our wing backs channeling down the wings, supporting the wing play. We're too far, we're too separated. Again now, GT firing the ball down the line, lovely ball. O'Brien cuts inside, has the ball back to GT. No foul. GT was looking for the foul, but it wasn't coming. Big crunching tackle coming up. Wrexham win the ball now. In the transition, can we literally consolidate the transition down the wing? Kabore open for it. Gets the ball. Cross blocked one more time. Coming into the middle. Definitely a push on the back on O'Brien. Repelling the ball again. Watford. Half time. Callum Doyle on the ball, down the line. Thomason, again, back to Doyle. Let's try something else. If it's not working on the wide side, like I said 5 minutes ago, let's go through the middle. Phil, ball's in the middle, Phil. Kabore down the right wing, 2-on-1. Cross comes in, it's coming all the way through and tips over. Corner for Wrexham. One more time. Ollie Rathbone 2.0. Maxi Cleworth 2.0. Let's have a corner and a goal from it. 2.0 style. Another substitution. Smith is out. Kadamatri in. The aerial threat may well help us here. Kadamatri coming in, being used more often now recently. Now he's understanding the Wrexham system. But Kadamatri, son of Danny, who was a big player up north as well. Selvig now with the ball. Egil Selvig, the Norweger, from Norwegian style. Let's go now. 15 minutes. These are the matches that your season are dependent upon. Those cold, wet nights away from home where you get a point from home, where it looked like you were dead in the water. This will be a memorable result if we can get it. I'd have settled for a 1-1 before the match. I will gladly settle for the 2-2. Steve, you're bang on about the ref, Stevie. Blatant bias. He must have been or had a bet on Watford. Something. Ball down the left side now. GT puts the ball in. Come on, somebody. And the end of that one. Ball crossed back in. Put it in. Unluckily, we can't get it on the back of the net. But definitely showing more intent. 14 minutes to go. There will be more chances. And right now, it seems to me that Watford are more intent on sitting back, protecting the lead, than going forward. Yes, they'll look for a breakaway. But right now, Ed still seems to be okay with sitting and taking all the pressure, with Wrexham trying to break down the door. Thomason now, one more time. Ball in, great ball, and that's knocked out by Watford. Back into the mixer. Well played by Maxi Cleworth, using the physical play. You've got to use the physical play in this match now. Watford have been physical all match. Excellent defending. Headed back to Arthur Okonkwo by Hyam. Brilliant poise, reading the play. And again, I'm going to say it, that's why he's been called up to the Scottish national football team for World Cup qualifying warm-ups. Hopefully Dominic gets to the World Cup. What a treat. What a thrill that would be. Issa Kabori, tic-tac-toe times 2. Cross comes in. Nobody's on the end of it. It's open wide now. Back into the middle. Oh, it's not going in again. George Thomason trying to get the cross in, and this is more like it. Loser now pushes the ball to the left side. Watford breaking on the far side. Breaking with speed. Ball into the middle. And one more time, Wrexham picking it off, moving again. Out of defence, into attack, up to halfway. Issa Kabori jogging over halfway. Not sprinting, jogging. Into Josh Windass, taking his time. Windass and Kabori on the right wing. Windass cutting back, gives it off to Kabori now. Kabori passes in the middle. Brilliant play. Cross comes in, going out for the corner. Nice run by Maxi Klueth. Rob Much, just noticed, is FOTMob making live changes to leaderboard even if games aren't over based on score? They could be. They could be. It's a little bit preemptive though, isn't it, Rob? Things can change and then they look like they've got egg on their faces. Jimmy Favours, George Thomason, absolutely. Absolutely. He's doing great. Let's have another goal and let's have a climax of a finish. 78 minutes gone. Corner coming in for Wrexham. All the clutching and grabbing going on. Corners coming in, headed into the mix. And Loser comes away with the ball very cheaply. Wrexham giving up possession very easily. Need to be a bit more tougher in keeping the possession. Windass now on the left side. Has options. Nice little thread of a ball through. Kadamatri has 2 left feet. Kadamatri has 2 left feet, can't keep it together. Nice position, but 2 left feet. Kevin Babbs over at Sheffield Wednesday was kind of surprised that Wednesday sold Kadamatri to Wrexham at the time they did. I can understand what he's saying. Tea time. Watford making more changes coming up real soon. 10 minutes to go. Come on, Wrexham. Let's have an equaliser. Let's really put it to them. The second half is deserved of a point. That much I will say. Still got to get that second goal. Callum Doyle from left to right. Maxi Klueth on the ball, just inside his own half. Looking for Kabori. Finds Kabori. Kabori now in space. But when Maxi passes that ball, he has literally no space at all. Far better to pass the ball to Kabori when he has space. Not put him under pressure. Who needs a hospital ball? If you don't know what a hospital ball is, that's what it was for Kabori. He has the ball passed to him and literally cleats and hooking and kicking all around him. He has no space to work. He's in hospital ballroom. And again, we have a Hornet on the ground, and it's pretty ridiculous how many times these players fall on the floor. Ed's still having a word with Loser on the sideline. How much more time wasting could you absolutely get on with this? And he better be tacking the time on, I tell you now. There's an awful lot of time needs tacking on in this second half. ...82 minutes gone nearly, and time will be tacked on, there's no doubt about it. Time must be tacked on. The severity of losing this match is quite simple. Southampton 1 place behind us, 3 points behind us with a game in hand. We're on 38 games. They will be on 38 games after Norwich City tomorrow. We need Norwich City to win. If Southampton win by 3 clear goals or more, they will go 6th. We will be out of the top 6. We'll be level on 60 points apiece. And then it's getting tight. And I've told you for the last few weeks, Southampton is coming to spoil our day. I agree there. Di Humphries says 1-2 passing is the key to attacking football. Absolutely. 1-2 give and goes, pass and moves. We call them different things, but that is the key. Free kick coming up, Wrexham now. Time to get a goal. This would be the time to steal the match like Southampton did to us on game 1. Ball coming in. Great, 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 but nothing great enough to get it on net. Viner. For my money, Viner is too negative with the ball. Far too negative. Ball coming in now. Kabori's cross on the edge of the box. Louis O'Brien takes a stop. Puts inside. And it's literally on the edge of the line and no one can get it across. Kabori gets another shot. Cross comes in straight away. Big time pressure. Ball coming the other way. George Thomason can't make it. Goes for the throw in. Another big chance gone begging. Red Dragons fans behind the goal, anxious to get that ball across the line. Dominic now. Back to Josh Windass. Josh taking a look. Over to middle. Callum Doyle needs to whip that ball ASAP, as he does, to Kabore. Kabore. Closing in. 2-on-1 right now. Does great to get the cross in, but not a great cross. Got to have more air, more length on the back of that cross. Again, I'm watching Viner. Watch the match. Been in this match as much as you want him to. 4 minutes plus to go. Callum Doyle to Josh Windass. Very deep. Josh is very deep. Coming inside. Has the ball. Nice play. Watford parking 2 buses and all their fans in front of the goal. Kabore with the ball. Cross comes in, going all the way through and head out for a throw-in. Well done, George Thomason, letting it go out for the throw. 5 enough to get a goal in added time. St Patrick's Day has not been so good so far. Viner now with the throw-in. Thomason with the ball. Back to Viner. Viner's got to cross this in. Doesn't cross it in. George doesn't give Viner the ball. Why George doesn't pass the ball off, but George is going in for a tackle. Fucking kick the corner. There we go. 4 minutes left in this match. A nail biter. A real nail biter. It's going to be the Hail Mary. Ball over the top. And again, every second ball throughout this match, in the main, Watford has won those first and second ball attempts. Referee had his mouth around that whistle seconds before that was called. This guy's looking for calls to happen. I wouldn't mind if his car breaks down when he leaves tonight. Rob Much, do they train them to fall? Don't even see this much flopping in the NBA. I know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They need to grow some balls. Literally. And not physically to be tough, but some integrity balls, because a lot of these players don't seem to have any at all. And he's on there, the Mr. Nowhere man, the Mr. Nearly There guy, Rodriguez. He's on the field. And if you need a guy like that to come in and change your destiny, you're in trouble. Kyler Dunn now on the wing. He's looked very bright and very alert, but hasn't had anything to work with. Thomason now on the far side. Wrexham now flowing. Kabore on the right side. Going to cross in early like he should do, and that's going way off the mark and way out of town. It's been one of them days, guys. It's been one of them days. And we got another yellow wanker on the floor. God's sakes, I've never known a team to drop so much in all my life as this lot. Cramp is just cramp. Get up and move your ass. If you pulled your hamstring, you'd be off the field. My God, Watford drop a lot. They must train him. They must, Rob, because it's pathetic the amount of time I've seen Watford on the floor. Lynn's right. Lynn Pitts is right. Fopmud runs live scoreboard. Come on, lads. Need to go all out. We do. Samuel Reyes. 2-2 goal. Yeah, I'd love it. Oh, Roddy is on. Yeah. Roddy. Yeah. The Nearly There guy. Oh, Christ. I so don't appreciate that guy working for us. I don't. I never did. I never will. No. I'll just never get warm to him. You can't make me. You can't make me. Come on, Issa. Get in there. Ball going out for the throw. Keeps it inside. Ball down the line. Soft touch by Max. And again, that's an off pass by Max. Ball over the top by Watford. Looking for the give and go. Long time. They keep the possession on the left side of the field. Deep in the corner. Looking for the corner flag. Still a little early. We don't know how many extra minutes are going to be yet. But it should be a few minutes. And that's definitely worthy of a card. And it's high-fiving each other just for getting a foul. I mean, how much of a wanker are you in the game of football where you got to high-five your friend just because you won a foul? I mean, like I say, where's the integrity from these guys nowadays? You high-five for a foul? Crying out loud. I wouldn't high-five you until you score a goal. Do something. Put the ball in now, Callum. You've got the talent. You've got the talent. Going far wide. Headed down. Issa Kabore has the ball at his feet. One-on-one now. Needs to come inside. Going outside is not doing it. He comes inside. Josh Windass taps off. Terrible pass. And again, making life easy for Watford. We screw up with the final ball on the night. Minutes to go. 6 minutes. 5.5 minutes now. I think that's on the light side. I think Herzig doesn't have a watch. Nor does Schwabe, the fourth idiot. There's Schwabe with the board. It's probably a Labour Party member. And if you're not laughing at that, you should be. Fabio Freitas, Portuguesa de Portos, 5x5 Wrexham. There we go. God am strong from the Portuguese to Portos, Wrexham and Dogma. Today, co-capitano do Brasil, Portuguesa de Portos e ex-Paisando. Coming off later. Wrexham now, minutes to go. Needs some inspiration in the final 4.5 minutes. Issa Kabore has done as much as he can. Maybe should have been on from the start, Phil. Maybe not. But we look a better team with him on the park. Have done. And it's every time he's on the park, we look like a better team. He gives us options. We've got a jumping jack next to him. Issa Kabore now with the ball in the corner. Comes inside. No foul. Maxi Kluwer backs it up brilliantly with a corner. Nice cross from the corner. Headed back into the mixer. Watford kicking it out. O'Brien comes up with the change. All the way back on halfway. Dominic Hyam flights a long ball over to Issa Kabore on the right side. Beautiful take. put the cross in straight away. He does. Cross coming in, and it's headed over the bar. And it's that. Rodriguez, they're never there, guy. Never hits the fucking target. Useless. The guy is useless. Why do we have this old guy, the ponytailed moron, that does nothing game for game? You can tell me it's experience, and he has lots of experience that he can give guys in training. Oh, please. We don't need any more training. Our guys are good enough as they are. They just don't need a Rodriguez doing nothing all game, because he does nothing for this team. Even in training, if you haven't seen it in training, the looks that he gets from other guys tells you everything you need to know. Watford now, on the byline, coming inside. Inches away from the third goal. Still live, shot coming in. Oh, I tell you, Rodriguez, where are you? It's 3-0, and you've done nothing for us, and we're 3-1 down. Arthur could do nothing with that one. Don't be pointing the fingers at Arthur. He could do nothing at that one. Rodriguez has the chance to make it 2-2, does nothing. Seconds later, we're 3-1 down. Visions of the first half. Penalty not given. Watford race up the other end and score a goal. It's happened twice in 2 moves in this match. Rodriguez hits the net. He's a hero. I eat my words, but I won't, because we know what the talent is with Rodriguez. There is no talent. Have another look at this. Arthur very unlucky. Nice save. The shot comes in, hits the woodwork, and then again, it's an easy tap in front of net. What's everybody watching? They're watching the ball. They're not watching the men. Catastrophic error in defence. You can have it hit the crossbar, but if that forward can get to the ball, then so can a defender. No excuses. No excuses. Lovely shot, yes. Off the bar. But again, we got to be waking up as the shot's coming in. 3-1 down. It is done. The game is definitely over. And those are 3 points we're not going to see again. Cooler Kate, you sound is falling out. Should be good, Coolhead. Should be good. Plenty of time. Let's go, Reds. That's what Rob Much says until Rodriguez comes on and doesn't get it done again. If he puts it in the back of the net, it's 2-2. Everybody's happy. Walking home. Great. This has been one of those days and nothing came off. Not the one-on-ones, not the shots on goal, not the crosses coming in. And unfortunately, defensively, we were a little bit weak tonight. 3 goals given up, going out for the corner. Let's hope it's not number 4 on the day. Seconds going, should be gone. Rob Much, I take that back. Shit. Way to go, Rob. Di Humphries says he was just friends with Parky at Bolton, wasn't he? Yeah. He should never have brought him here, man. Never. He should have stayed at Burnley. Should have stayed at Burnley. He's done nothing for us. I don't rag on players, but man, he has done nothing. He's collected wages, taken money out of this club that need not to have happened. And if you're going to pay money, get someone else better. 25 grand a month? Pfft, please. Rodriguez is only sticking with us for the money. He should have been gone last season. You could have brought a younger, fitter, stronger, more eager player. Kabori now on the edge of the box. Cross coming in. On the end of it, keeper takes it one more time. The crossing has been weak tonight and not on point. Time should be gone now. Seems that Herzig has been kind, giving Wrexham more time where he's killed the game from start to finish. I mean, what is he adding time for now? Can't they add time with the VAR board? Cross coming in, way over the top, in the mixer. Keeper coming. Punches. And there you go. It is done. It is done. 3-1 on the night. I tell you what, not a bad night for Watford, but a terrible night for Wrexham. Looking at the scoreboard, we lose 3-1. Watford now moving up to 9th. Wrexham stay in 6th. But when Southampton play Norwich tomorrow, should they win, and they only need to win by 1-0 now. We were 9 goals plus. Southampton is plus 12 on the goal difference. A 1-0 win tomorrow for Southampton puts them in 6, us out of 6, and things are going to start to look very different very quickly. 2 more road matches coming up after that. However, don't panic. When these 3 matches are done on the road, there's 6 matches left. Home, away, home, away, home, away. Till the end of the season. If these 3 matches don't bring any fruits, we could save ourselves in the final 6. But I'll say this much. I'm looking for at least 4 points out of these 3 matches on the road. Anything less than 4 points, and I think we start kissing those playoffs goodbye. I really do. I really do. Why not? We're getting smashed. Oh, well, it had to happen sometime, I suppose. It sometimes does. Free Pug Show, Joe says, I have been working so just listen to a match, but it sounds bad, like bad. It was bad. We had a bad start in the game. We should have had a penalty. Didn't get the penalty, and straight off that, Watford go the other end and score a goal that deflects in past Arthur Okonkwo. Blame the referee. Absolutely blame the referee. Second goal, similar situation, and Watford go 2-0 up. Second half, early in, we tie it up, or we get one back, 2-1, and then late, the third one goes in. We were beaten for the one-on-ones. We were beaten for the two-on-twos. Their heading duels didn't go the way they normally go. Our passing game was probably one of the worst we've had for quite some time. We just weren't able to find people in feet. Even people like Callum Doyle, the passing was off. I don't know what our guys were drinking last night, but whatever we were drinking, it made us play like shit today. And we did. We did. I can't factor in anybody in the first half that played well. Second half, I'm thinking Issa Kabori really had a decent performance. George Thomason wasn't doing so bad. Viner was invisible at times as well. You can be a central defensive midfielder, but you're a two-way player. That means you can go forward with the ball, or you can put the ball forward, or you can literally add something on the offense. He doesn't add too much. Dobson adds more than that. So now we're seeing the difference between George Dobson and Zach Viner. I'm not saying he played a bad match. I'm just saying he wasn't at the races. Di Humphries, thanks for the commentary, Stevie. Don't know what we'd do without you, fella. I tell you what, I don't know what I'd do without you all in the family. It's a two-way street, guys. It is a two-way street. Chunzo, I have a Norwich shirt. I have a Norwich shirt for tomorrow. Wear it, Chunzo. Wear it, and wear it all day long. And I was going to wear our yellow shirt today, but I haven't had many times or many chances to put on the yellow. Because we keep putting on this Patagonia shirt. And I say, enough is enough. Get the yellow Welsh shirt on the Wrexham lads. Away from home. Get them playing with some pride. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Going to get you into the stats and tell you all the stuff that's been going on. But as we stand, we are in 6. Norwich win tomorrow. Nothing changes. That will be good. And Norwich have won 4 matches back to back. Yeah, you can say in the last 5, Southampton's unbeaten in 5. 3 wins, 2 draws. But you got to lose sometime. And Wrexham, we got to lose sometime too. We lose today. Tomorrow, I need to see Southampton lose. I need to see Norwich win. And nothing will change. Then we'll move on to our next match. And the next match for us, Sheffield United on Saturday away. That's going to be tough. That's not going to be easy at all. And then the easiest out of the 3 road matches we've had so far will be West Brom in 2 games' time. Possession 57% for Wrexham, 42% for Watford. Let's take you to the stats. No shots at half-time for Wrexham. We're going to go with the road team first. No shots on target. No shots at all at half-time for Wrexham. Into the second half, 4 shots. 1 on target. 57% possession. 7 fouls. 5 corners. A better second half. Maxi Kluth getting in the first goal for Wrexham, making it 2-1, bringing us back into the game, but we never really got close to that second one. A few close calls, a half chance here, a half chance there, but at the end of the day, we beat ourselves. We made it easy for Watford to excel. And the third goal, a pure bit of luck, another piece of unfortunate keeping by Arthur, sees the goal go in. But don't blame Arthur on the third one. And don't blame Arthur on the first one. Maybe blame Arthur on the second one. That's about it. Looking at Watford, 11 shots on the match, 6 on target, 43%, 9 fouls, 2 yellow cards, and 3 corners. And they're sitting in 9th, feeling happy about themselves today. And again, I'm going to say this. Every time we play, people want to beat us. Wrexham is the target, El Blanco. We are the target, El Blanco. Everywhere we go. But I got to say, looking back on the replays, the penalty not given against Ollie Rathbone, that's an absolute disgraceful call. The second penalty given, not given per se, is an absolute disgraceful call, not just on Herzig, but on the linesman. And you know I don't like VAR. Sometimes when you get that kind of action from a referee, you probably think you need it. But when you really deep dive and think into Herzig, Adam Herzig, the referee, he doesn't need VAR with him. He'll never get to use VAR. You know why? Because he's not that good enough. He will not be a Premier League international quasi-referee. He'll be at Tier 2. He's a Tier 2, Group 2 referee. That's all he's ever going to be because of the way he officiates like shit. When you got to say it, you got to say it. Stevie says, 1 second, into the chat. Steve says, Rathbone gets his penalty. Might have been a different game. We didn't play well, but that's got to be the most biased referee I've ever seen. I'll tell you what, you see me chip at a referee once in a while, but you don't see me shit on a referee. This guy, I got no time for him. I knew coming into this game what he was like from the last match against Wrexham, and all he does basically ruins our day, and it looks bad when he's doing it. And it doesn't look like it's by chance. It looks a total bias. Call the guy a cheat if you will. I'm not saying that. But he looks biased. And why has he got to interfere with Wrexham corners when there's a clutching and grabbing? He didn't interfere on a Watford corner, but only Wrexham corners. He didn't slow the play down on a Watford free kick. He slowed it down on a Watford free kick. And on a Wrexham free kick, it was slowed even further. So you can see little things that he was doing. But that talking to the players non-stop, that's got to stop. That's not his job. You got this. You got all these. You don't need to talk to players. You just dish these out. That stops players mouthing off, fouling, doing stupid things. That's your talking box, referee, not your yapper. You're not important. You're just the ref. You're supposed to be invisible. We're not supposed to see you. And every great referee isn't seen, is invisible. Big time. And I'm going to say, in all honesty, I would obviously take promotion, but I still don't think we are ready for the Premier League. Steve says that. I'm agreeing with you. We're too brittle. We're too brittle at this level. And if you look at Nottingham Forest, we scored 3 but got scored on 3 times. Chelsea, we scored 2 but got scored on 4 times at home. Just think how those results may turn out if we're a Premier League team right now, away from home. How badly would we be executed by Premier League teams in their stadiums with this team and this squad? We're not ready. If you can't bomb through this league like Coventry, Middlesbrough, per se, you're not ready. You're not ready. You look ready. You want to be ready. You're seeking to be ready. You're yearning to be a Premier League club. But we're not ready. Absolutely. On the money, Steve. Why not says, what is done is done. We get an L. Even Coventry lost a few days ago. So no panic. Phil will hopefully lift the boys for next game, which is huge. United will be out for revenge. 5-3, 10-4. Yes, they will. They will, they will, they will. Absolutely, absolutely. Remember, with 9 games to go, I said we need 4 wins, and possibly backing that up, 2 or 3 draws and 2 or 3 losses, okay? Because we've got some toughies coming. But if we can get 10 points, or 12 points, I should say, 10 to 12 points is what I'm looking for. Sorry, back it up. 14 points max. If we can get the 4 wins, which is 12, and then add 2 draws, there's your 14 points. We can still lose a couple more. We're on 10 losses on the season. I said months ago, you can get into the playoffs with 12 losses. It's looking like that can happen. And if you look at all the other clubs, everybody has lost over 10 games from 4th below. From 4th place down, everybody has won 10 or more matches so far. We're right in the mix. We're right in the mix. In 6, 16 plus 8 on 60 points. Let's hope Norwich take out Southampton tomorrow, because that's really what to happen. We've got to take out everybody now moving forward. The home got to be big, big, big. We've got to get 9 points out of 9 at home, and then we've got to do it on the road. Been saying for months we're going to have to do this on the road. We're going to have to do it on the road. But not like that. Not like that. And hopefully not with what you would call it, a pain in the ass called heartsick. Yeah. Unbelievable. 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 There you go. 1 down, 8 to go. We're in the mix. We're still 6. Everything is possible. And should Southampton lose tomorrow, that will be fantastic for us. Nothing changes. If they draw, they get closer to us. We stay in 6. If we lose again and again and again, eventually Southampton will catch us. Maybe Derby are thinking they can catch us too. But I think Southampton's got the bigger chance of catching us than Derby. And I think if anybody drops out of the top 6, it's firstly going to be Wrexham or Hull City. So like I say, those top 2 places remaining in 5th and in 6th place. There's 4 teams battling for those 2 places. Hull, Wrexham, Southampton and Derby. Below that, I think you can just say sayonara to all the teams. It doesn't look like any of those teams further down are going to get in the playoffs. But then again, you never know. Bad form can come at any time. Brian Roberts, injuries to key players are beginning to tell, but agree if we miraculously make it to the Prem, another major refresh of the squad will be needed. Yes. Yeah, Brian, I've been pondering about that for a long time. Probably since the start of the season, to be honest with you. Is that if we did have a good season, and if we did make it, close to the playoffs, can we force that final quarter of the season to get in the playoffs? Can we get in the playoffs? Then how do we do in the playoffs? And let's face it, shock and awe, if we get into the playoffs, because I don't jinx anything, if we get into the playoffs, what's the big question after that? The first one that came to me straight away was dinero, señor, money. I firmly believe, like you just said, the refresh of the squad like we've done each year as we stepped up, and last year was amazing, 41 million, remember? Well, that will look like nothing compared to the money that we need to spend for that refresh that you're talking about. I really feel a refresher of the squad we've got right now moving into the Premier League, if we got there, okay, I think we need at least £300 million minimum, 300 million euros minimum to actually make that transition happen. And I don't think, and you'll know where I'm going with this, you don't get a complete Premier League squad with £300 million. That's like half the team. Yeah? You know what the players cost in the big league. So that's one of the things that I think we got to think about, is if we do get up there and we do go through the playoffs and things go really where things have gone with this club in the last few years, the miraculous stage, I think, yeah, we need money. And Rob and Ryan, they will. I'll show you a picture right now of Rob and Ryan, what they're going to look like if they have to spend all that money. Take a look at this, guys, on your screen right now. That's Rob and Ryan right now, this week. That's what they look like if we get promoted at the end of the championship season, and they've got to go out and find new sponsors, more money for players, and rebuild another team. And that will be season 5 rebuild for the Premier League on 5. And them guys literally, would definitely have the grey hairs spurting all over the place, and bad teeth as well, because they really would be like in bad shape. Into the chat, still. Junzo, if we get promoted, we will earn around 170 mil. 170 mil. Don't think that that's the end of it. You got to pay HMR. You got a lot of taxes that are coming out of that money. You do not get the 170 complete. You got a lot of taxes coming out of that. But yes, agreed. It's around about the 145 plus everything in. But it's money that can come in. But don't forget, the parachute payment of 145, you call it 170, that doesn't come at you now. It comes at you after a season. It's called the parachute payment. So you've literally come into the first season with your own finances in place. And you're in a situation where you're in debt before the season starts financially, not just points. And in points in the Premier League, bloody hell, we'd be in debt each week trying to get points. But on the finances, the parachute payment comes through a season later. So you've literally got to go into in debt, borrowing money, paying interest all over the place, out of the yin-yang, in the yin-yang, before you get that money. And for a lot of teams, I'll give you an example. Luton Town went up miraculously, shouldn't have gone up, did get up, and came down. And then they went down again. Penniless. The money they had, they couldn't even fix the stadium. They couldn't even revamp the stadium. Remember Luton wanted a new stadium? Well, you saw where that idea ended up. You need a lot of money for that. That one season in the Premier League was a ruination of Luton Town Football Club. Look where they are now. How fast they went there. Up to the Premier League. In the Premier League. Relegated immediately. Relegated immediately to League One. That's what it can do to you. Cardiff, another team, been in the Premier League. They're in League One. Blackburn, down at the bottom of the Championship. Leicester City, who won the Premier League 10 years ago, in the bottom 3. All are ruined financially. And if you look at Leicester City, what they tried to pull with the player purchases, etc., and the indiscretions, let's call it, financially, that's another team. There was a championship club for many, many years, went up, won it, lost everything, and are now literally in a situation where they look like they're going down to League One. So careful what you wish for is what I'm saying. We need to be absolutely strong as oxes right across the board. Coaching, players, physios, the doctors, everybody. Headshed, financing team, the promotion team, everybody's got to be on the money. The best we can buy, the best money can buy before we go up. Then we've got a chance at sticking. Otherwise, I think it's going to be one hard trog to go up this year and to survive. It would be amazingly hard. Back into the chat as we're closing down, guys. One more second. But I do say with Brian Roberts, the key to injuries right now, it's starting to mount up a little bit. But hey, let's see what happens. International break's coming up soon, yeah? Why Not says, I think we need to get to the international break, get a few players back, and go for the playoffs. Yes. Where I reckon we'll get beaten, but my lord, is that a incredible season. Okay, I see what you're saying. So get to the playoffs. Why Not says, I reckon that's where we'll get beaten, but my lord, is that a incredible season? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is. It's a fantastic season. Again, let's be realistic and a little bit humble again, as we always are. We came into this, we were sticking to the bottom end, 18, 17, 16, some were there for quite some time. And then we got that 9-game unbeaten streak where we drew one, drew one, drew one, drew one, drew. Yeah? And then we had 4-game winning streaks and 3-game winning streaks and ungame or beaten streaks where we were unbeaten throughout the season. That will continue. But right now, I think the biggest key for us moving forward is rest and recoup. I think you've seen the guys go through quite the battles recently. And I'm going to say it, Chelsea, the match against Chelsea, took more out of this squad and team that you might think that it did. Because ever since that match, we haven't been firing. But the good thing is, coming back in 3 games' time, when we get back home and we play at the Keras, we got Southampton. Now, Southampton, and that's mark your calendars, April 7th, Keras. It's going to be fantastically massive for us. But the point I'm going to make right now is that when Southampton do come to us on April 7th at Keras, they then have had an FA Cup game against Arsenal 3 days prior to. So they'll play on the 4th, have a terrible time with Arsenal, get run all over the field, be exhausted when they come off, and they'll use subs as well. On the 5th, they get a rest day. On the 6th, it'll be light training day. And on the 7th, they're straight into the game. Wrexham, it's a different kettle of fish. We'll have plenty of time in between matches to rest, recoup, take the day off, come in, do the video room day, then do 2 days training, go to the game and be fully in sync, energised, refreshed and ready for the match. We got an advantage on Southampton. So when you look at things right now and you look at the game coming tomorrow and you see that Southampton may well close in and may well pass and may well put us in 7th, there's 8 more games to go. Now, as much as an advantage that is for Wrexham taking on Southampton while Southampton are knackered out tired, I want you to remember one thing. And one thing about Southampton. 6 home, 3 away in the final 9. We had 3 home and 6 away. If you were a betting man, you'd be putting all your money on the house with Southampton to take a place in the playoffs over Wrexham. The other part about that equation is that Hull City have still got to go through quite a tough group of 8 matches. Wrexham can go over Hull City eventually. And if you look at Hull City's form, I said 5 games ago, I'm putting the jinx on Hull City because I can see things coming. They've now lost 4 in the last 5. If we needed any more chances thrown our way to catch opportunity, we've had them. Now, we've got to execute and go past them. I'm going to leave you with that. Coming up next, Sheffield United on the weekend. It's going to be another barn burner. I tell you what, it's not that far away. But don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. Like I said, coming into this season, we weren't guaranteed anything. And we were worried about relegation because we'd gone up 2-2. National League, League 1, into League 2. We weren't sure where it was going to end. And we didn't start fantastically well in League 2. It came like the champagne bottle, remember? Remember the champagne bottle last year? Pop. We're coming to at the top at the right time. Well, it's the same as this year. That champagne bottle is on ice. This team has been cruising all season and the level has been getting higher all the time. Yes, we got 10 matches we've lost. 12 draws, 16 wins. But we're in this. And we painted and made our own destiny. And it's still in our own hands. Nothing gained, nothing lost. But you cannot say that this has not been a fantastic season for Wrexham, because it truly has. And anybody who has the Wrexham in their blood, you can see it full on. We've had a fantastic season. The champagne bottle is on ice. Are we going to get to cork it? I think it's a 50-50 right now. And having a 50-50 is more than anything we had at the start of the season, yeah? That's what I'm saying. Just checking up down the chats, making sure I've got everybody in. Anyway, come on you Reds, up the town and the mighty Drakes. That's from Chunzo. Well done, son. Well done. Why Not says, I think Rob and Ryan have already decided this is not the year. I think you're right. I think you're right. I think you're right. We just need to support Phil and players and be glad we weren't anywhere near the relegation battle. I say that's a great point, mate. Absolutely, why not? Absolutely, why not? On the money. This has been a super season. Like I say, we're nowhere near the bottom. And take this for what it's worth. Charlton Athletic, decent club. Nathan Jones, decent coach. Where are they? Nowhere near us. Feel good about that. Birmingham, Rob Wagner, with all the nastiness that he can talk about Wrexham, he can get out of that little mouth of his. Yeah, the owner at Birmingham, the little bald bastard. Nothing nice to say about Wrexham. That's why I got nothing nice to say about him. But we're above them. Chris Davis, touted as the great coach for Birmingham City, has done a decent job, but they're not anywhere near us. I mean, Birmingham, look at them. 13 losses on the season. 14 wins, 11 draws. Sitting on 53 points. 7 points difference between us and Birmingham. Charlton Athletic, way down at the bottom, in 18th. 48 points. 12 points below us. 4 wins below us. That's how tough this league is. Get back for the weekend. Don't worry about this loss. There are days that come where we don't do so well. I got a feeling off the back of this, Phil will put them through the paces, get them ready for Sheffield. It's a short trip from Wrexham to Sheffield. It's a place where Sheffield United have really come into their own in the last little while. And considering that Sheffield United dropped the first 5 games flat on the season, lost all 5 flat on the start of the season, and to look where Sheffield United is right now and how Chris Wilder has turned that club around, makes you realise we're in for another tough day. I'd say this much. It's going to be a nail-biting finish. And those final 2 matches as I shut this down, Coventry and Middlesbrough, are those going to be matches where we've got to get points on the final 2 days of the season? It could be. And it could end up being a spectacular final couple of games for the Championship too, because everybody's still pretty close. And if it stays that close from now till the end, which I think it can do, then Wrexham are still within the shot. And I'm going to say it, 4 wins is what we still need out of the next 9 to get us in the playoffs. Give me a couple of draws, give me 3 losses, or give me 3 losses and a couple of draws. But then 4 wins have got to happen. 3 home matches where we have to win. And some of the matches that we've dropped at home this year, we shouldn't have dropped points. Cast your minds back to Sheffield Wednesday. 2-0 up, finishes 2-2. There's been a few games at the Kaidas that didn't go to plan. There's been a few games on the road that didn't go to plan. But at the end of where we are right now, you got to say, we're in the mix. I'll see you next watch along. I'm thinking we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm thinking we need to wake up early. I'm thinking Phil's going to have a great week of training getting there. But one thing is for sure, I don't think we see the same performance as we saw today. I thought this was very flat in the first. Second half, we really weren't in it with the quality, and it was desperation football by Wrexham on the day. Come Sheffield United, I think we're in for a great day. And who doesn't like going to Bramall Lane? And I'll leave you with this. The first ever football ground that I went to was obviously the Kaidas. The first ever away ground ever in my life that I went to was Bramall Lane, Sheffield United. And I'll tell you now, I can remember as a little kid walking around Bramall Lane and I was looking at this amazing stadium. It was just absolutely drop-dead gorgeous. And it was big. It was really big. And I hadn't been in a stadium like that ever. And I look at all the new brickwork and the way it was outside. It was just amazing. A beautiful put-together stadium. So I got a lot of great memories for Sheffield United. But that was the first away stadium I ever went to in my life. Shortly thereafter, it was Hampden Park. Yeah, what a change that was. So there you go. A little bit of Stevie to you into the chat before we go. I reckon we go up in 28-29. Says, why not? 28-29, so 2 more seasons. That could work. That could would. Chunza says, we've got Super Stevie. He's got exactly what we need. Comments in the chat. Commentary is just class, helping us all sit at ease. Much love, Chunzo. Thank you very much, man. Much love. Very, very cool. I appreciate that, man. I totally do. Totally do. One that says, whether that's... Sorry, up one more. Sorry. One that says, what's the problem with being a strong championship team? Bugger Premier League. I'm happy here. The Premier League could change this club in ways we could never envisage, and it's a 50-50 from there. You know, I know that Rob and Ryan want to put this club in Europe. That's light years away. It's a lovely thought. And I know they want Wrexham to host Wales at the Kairos for international matches and international games as well. The U19 Euros, yada, yada, yada. I get that. It's going to take a long time to get there, Rob and Ryan. But I agree with that. Why not? What's the problem with being a strong championship team, bugger Premier League? I'm happy here. The Premier League could change this club in ways we could never envisage. And it's a 50-50 from there. Tea time. Brilliant. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Why not? Whether that change destroys culture of club or strengthens the culture. I know this. Premier League, what it would do for the fan base for Wrexham would change certain things. It would change how we're viewed upon at Premier League matches going away, etc. It wouldn't change your local fans, and it wouldn't change the fans that are with Wrexham right now. Not at all. I think most people have been trained and literally reined in to how things are done with Wrexham. And it's all about class, really. It's all about class. If you go into Wrexham itself, the town, don't talk anything football. Just go do your shopping or whatever you need to do. Smell the people. Smell the people. Smell the people in Wrexham. Smell them. You'll never get a bad word. You'll always be welcomed. And they'll take the shirt off their back twice for you. You go into a place where people are really cool and really traditionally connected with each other. And they don't make a sound. They'll suck up whatever needs to be sucked up and they'll get through to the other side. And they'll be standing there with a big smile waiting for you when it's done. It's a different kind of thing. But as for the fans, it won't change the Wrexham fans. I don't think it changes the Wrexham fans. It'll change people who come up to us. It'll change people that join us later in the day. But all of us collectively together, it's not going to change us. It'll just change the entertainment. It'll change the way we literally view what we've got. And I do agree. There's a certain lovely angle to staying a championship club now for a few years. Go on a few cup runs. You're not going to chase the promotion. You're just going to chase good seasons. And who knows, maybe you have a fantastic cup run. It could be EFL, it could be FA Cup. And all of you this year, you wanted to go past Chelsea and keep going, right? Yeah. I'm just saying. There's a lot of things that can look at us. And there's a lot of things coming our way. And it really, it's a state of affairs where now we are up above the clouds. In the National League, it was cloudy days every day. League One, we start getting close to the clouds. League Two, we're rising through the clouds. Championship, we've gone over the clouds. We are on cloud 9, right? Right. How much further can you go? One more division, and it can wreck everything. And think of Leicester. Think of Blackburn. Think of Ipswich. Think of your Leeds Uniteds. Think of your Burnleys. Think of your Sheffield Uniteds. Many more clubs in the Championship that have gone up and gone down like a yo-yo club. And that's the reality. If you're not ready, you're going straight back down. And it will be the worst ever season you like. And I'll say this as I shut it down. If we got to the Premier League, okay, and let's just say like Wolverhampton Wanderers, you lose like 28 games so far at this stage of the season, quasi. How much fun is it losing? How many times would you go, I'm going to go to a game today, we're going to play Man United at the Kairos, we're probably going to get beaten 3-0, but I'm going. The hardcore fan goes. The hardcore fan goes. The fan who's in toe dipping, the semi-professional, the part-time fan, he's not going to go. And then you see things dropping off on the wayside. Attendances start to go down. We're going to have an 18,000-seater stadium plus coming in when the COP is finished. It needs to be a full building every match. The meter on how well you're doing is butts in the seats in the stadium. When you're doing well, those seats are sold like hotcakes and you've got to try and get one. When the team is not doing so well and it's on the regular and you're in a league where you don't really fit in and you're a championship club that's jumped up into the Premier League and you're getting battered every match and you're going straight back down. How much fun is that for the guy or the girl that doesn't really have that real connection to the stats, to the players, to the teams, to the names, to the games, to the stadiums, to the whole shebang? If you're just a partial fan, you're not going to carry on watching a losing team. You're going to walk away. So again, things we need to watch out for is how to jump up too soon, what it will do, how it will spoil the picture, how it will change the picture. You're absolutely right, why not? It will change a lot within this picture. And I agree with you. I'd love to go up. It's madness. I'd love to go up in madness. But in all seriousness, I just know we're not ready. I just feel we're not ready. I think a year, maybe two, bring in some more quality players, really build this team over 2 years, and then make that jump. Then I feel we'd have a chance at sticking in the Premier League. We might finish 15, we might finish 16, but we'd be able to survive that first season and build from there. Then you bring your parachute payment in of your 170, 145 million. Add that. There's 3 decent players. Yeah. Big team, big league, 3 decent players there to add to the team. And then you're going places. You've got to spend to blend. If you don't spend to blend from Championship to EPL Premier League, you are going to come back down. It's just that simple. So, scoot along, get on with your day, don't be down. There's another big game coming up, Sheffield United. I'll be there. I hope you're there too. I'm glad you're here. And everybody that wrote in the chat, you've been absolutely fantastic. Woody Windsor, don't worry, folks. This is what Woody Windsor says. Don't worry, folks. This was a must-win game, but we won't make the playoffs this year. I tell you, I'm laughing, but he might be right. But it's funny in a way, but it's obviously very true in another way. Good to go there. Brilliant, Woody. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And Why Not says, waiting a couple of years, we can plan and be more prepared for the Premier League. I'd hate to sit there and watch this club lose 28 games. It's almost like our bad years in the National League. Yes. Yes. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. I don't want to go back there. No. Chunzo says, never say die and good night. Chunzo, thanks for coming in, man. Brilliant. Woody Windsor, I was depressed after the performance today. Yeah. I was depressed with the little rat in black. I thought he was horrendous. I mean, Herzig, the referee, that's what I'd give Herzig right now. I'd give Herzig 2 red cards. 1 for this game and 1 for the next game. And it's a case of don't come back. 2 red cards for Herzig because he was disastrous. I mean, I wouldn't even go yellow-red. I'd just go straight red. He was terrible. He was terrible. He was awful. He was awful. He was awful. But yeah, don't be depressed anymore, Woody. Game coming up on Saturday. We'll get you right in the mould for that one. Come in early and we'll get an early goal. Get an early goal on the weekend is what we need at Sheffield United. We can't get scored on first because we'll be walking uphill in molasses. It'll be a repeat of this one. We've got to get on the score. And I want to see an aerial presence. What we did today up front, I think we were a little bit soft touch up front. Made life easy for Selvik in net and the defence with Watford. I think we need to be a bit more assertive, more direct. And literally bring on Kabore from the start and bring on Ryan Barnett or Longman on the left side. Go with 2 wingers right from the start. I don't know why we don't try and threaten from the off. Set the tone from minute 1. Storm the net for that goal in the first 15 minutes should be the tactic, should be what I would impression on every player through training this match coming through, in the video room, this match coming through, all the way to Sheffield United, Bramall Lane. They would be trained for the first 15 minutes storm. Set the tone, and as I said before, dominate your day. We did not dominate anything today. Watford had the first. They let us have the ball in the second. We got the early goal off the corner, but we just couldn't capitalise after that. But Watford were quite content to sit back on a goal after being scored on and nurse it out. Then they got the 3-1 winner late in the game. And it wasn't because we're caught short. That third goal, go back and look at it. Ball off the bar. Arthur's doing nothing on that one. Don't blame Arthur. But the rebound, we had guys watching the ball watching. And they weren't looking where the men were in yellow shirts. You got to be watching the guy next to you wearing the other coloured shirt all through until the ball is jettisoned outside the box. We didn't do it. We got caught guilty ball watching and not watching where the men were. Woody Windsor to finish off. And Wynett says, we will have the backing and infrastructure sorted and bigger partners. Yes. Yeah. It's the partners. It's the sponsors. We need to get some big sponsors. I want to get some big sponsors in from America. Get some big dollars in behind the club. Get some big dollars in behind the club. We don't need any more superstars. We need super sponsors. Super sponsors. Industrial super sponsors is what we need. When you think of a massive name, think of a big name that we don't have. That's who I'd be going after. If Rob and Ryan needed any leads on where to go, look at the biggest companies in the world and go after them. Because I'll tell you why. As much as Wrexham is a target for every team to beat us in the league or in the cup, every sponsor wanting to make lots of money has heard of Wrexham. It's got a great bill of health. It's a massive positive. All them sponsors looking to make money on a fortune club. They're looking at Wrexham. All we need to do is tap the right bases and bring the sponsors on side. It's the sponsors that will bring the players, help pay the bills and take us to the next level, and then we won't have to rely on a parachute payment from the EPL because we'll have more than the parachute payment in petty cash when we're set up. You know what I'm saying? Back into the chat. Woody Windsor, best to wait till our cop is built. Yes. Ref was crap, Stevie. I agree. Absolutely. Too many injuries catching up with us. Yes, definitely. Hopefully they can come back quick, but it's going to be getting a squeezy time soon. 8 matches to go. 2 more on the road, and then it's 3 at home, 3 away. Then final 6 matches are going to be so important. But in the next 2, we got to pick up points. We have to pick up points in the next 2 matches. No points, no party. If we don't stay in touch with 6 and stay away from the chasing pack, there will be no party. There will be no playoffs. There will be no Premier League. As hard as that sounds, that's where we are. Why not to say it and to bang it out of here? Why not? You're banging this one out of here. No matter where we end up this year, R&R will celebrate no matter, and we will too. We will. We're just getting more... I tell you what, we're getting more of a taste of what we can go to and what we can have and what we can eat and where we want to eat. And right now, a lot of people are wanting to eat Premier League football. I'm still happy with Championship football. And I was really in a good place with League One and League Two while we were killing everybody because it was entertainment non-stop. Reality says we're in a battle every week. Can't win them all. Not going to lose them all. Not going to draw them all now like we were doing. But what is, and this is what we've got. Sheffield United next up. And finally, Why Not says, apparently Coutinho was buying milk in Wrexham the other day. Yeah. Would you want him? Don't know that I would, but it's interesting. A lot of people know about Wrexham. They do. Okay, everybody. Don't be down. Don't be depressed. Don't anybody be depressed. We're on a great season. No matter what happens, we're on a great season. So don't be depressed. You can't win them all. We lose sometimes. We've only lost 10. We won 16. We've drawn 12. We are still in 6. And we're going to see Norwich beat Southampton tomorrow. And I'm going to say they're going to beat them 2-1.